When does a joke become a dad joke?
I don't know.
When it leaves you and never comes back.
Do you know Americans have started using the metric system in schools? They're starting off with 9 mil. Hit it!
Good evening, you absolute scumbags.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse, the podcast that's currently pleading guilty to hate speech just so it can get put in jail with that hot Latina mummy. Oh, Lord have mercy. I've watched that video so many times. I've been how many times at Glastonbury to watch that without her watching me. I was like, I gotta see that once more.
And of course, if you're on the Patreon, it is in the Discord.
It is in the Discord if you want to join the Patreon. Yeah, first of all, big up to the Patrons. You keep the show going. Yeah, that was the first place I saw that. Big up to Chuck and Matt. I'm just sat there chilling, and I was like, wow, okay. This is some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. Yeah.
Ring the fucking bell.
Yes. Housekeeping.
Buy the tickets to the hoedown.
They're on the site now. Get them while they're hot. We are running out. I was a bit surprised, actually. I got onto the Thatcher's bar down at the Bath and West. They're like, how are ticket sales going? I was like, yeah.
What was the capacity again?
Yeah, how much notice did you need for food? She's like, oh God. So yeah,
not again,
not again, Reg. This is the same. What I'm going to need is 300 hog roasts right now, please. So yeah, we are surprisingly. I think we're always surprised, but we are actually running low on tickets. So
they're getting there. Buy them fucking now, or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, I won't hear any of this. Oh, I really wanted to come. Have you? I will say it now. I will say it now.
They won't listen, Reg. They won't listen.
No, fuck them. I'm going to say it because I'm tired of it. Please do not come up, text us, message us a day before the show. Any tickets? No, there won't be any left the day before because we have to post them and we will be sold out by that point. So please get them now. Avoid FOMO. Get yourself them now. Get on there. Order your tickets.
And who doesn't want to see Reg break an arm on the fucking Bronco?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just there to probably observe. We'll be a fly on the wall. Just see the madness unfold. I shall sit there with my bourbon and my long stick for whipping. And it's going to be great. So come along to the hoedown. The tickets are on the site now.
Included in your ticket price is burger and chips.
Yeah, man. Which is very expensive, though. We're not making a lot of money out of this. I know you think burger and chips, incredibly expensive, actually.
It's not just any burger, mind.
I don't know.
It's a Bath and West burger.
It's a Bath and West burger.
It's like M&S, but better.
Yeah, it'll be locally sourced as well. You know, finest.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, unlimited rides on the fucking mechanical bull.
Unlimited rides.
Scream if you want to go faster. Please hold on, or you may die.
Buy your tickets at the cash box for the next ride.
Okay, let's go.
They caught up with that guy 10 years later. Anyway, we're getting off topic already.
Obviously, we've got Starstruck there again. He is doing a country night for us. We're going to try our hands at some wanky line dancing. Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah.
And just generally get pissed up and have a good time.
I can see you doing some line dancing, playing with the Queen of Hearts.
I'll be the one teaching, I expect.
Step, step, clap, motherfuckers. I'll be there whipping.
You're not allowed to whip anyone.
Oh, what if I bought a bull whip? Come on, Mom! Right, yes, massive shout out to the Patrons. Like I said, you can join the Patreon, links in the episode description, links in the bio. You can just join it for like a couple of quid a month. Yeah. Gets you access to all the cool shit. You get to watch us fuck around on a live once a month. Give away 2 pairs of pit vipers every month, don't we, Marlon? Yeah.
We do, which you're automatically entered into. You don't need to do nothing. Just as soon as you subscribe to that Patreon, you're in.
Yeah, we haven't done an episode since we repaired that, have we? No, we haven't. No, because we shut the door on the place after we did it.
Yeah, we did.
No, we did. Yeah, no. So last time we were live on YouTube, we were literally rebuilding the Thatcher's pump and Marlon fixed it, which was...
I fixed the fucking Thatcher's pump.
I was going to make...
Which the tech, which came around to look at it, couldn't fucking do.
Yeah, fair play, Marlon. Yeah, so it was the most beautiful thing of just us fixing another thing. And we should just fix shit from now. Next time, we're out there in the we're doing the hot tub. That's the next one we're going to do.
I'm not coming.
I will be in the hot tub. Yeah. So yeah, join the Patreon. It's a couple of quid a month. You get into the Pit Viper giveaway automatically. You can watch the lives that we do. You get to join the Discord. You get 10% off the merch for your top tier Patreon. You get first shout on all the things that we do.
Yeah,
we always let you guys in on the
first. You know when the events are coming up first. You know when the merch is coming out first. Bosh.
Yeah. And lastly, before we get into the show, a massive shout out to the legends at where, Marlon? You don't know because I haven't told you the sponsor is. It's the Rutland Range Group. Yes.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
The people that don't take the shit.
They don't take no shit at the Rutland Range Group. Big up to the boys over there for sponsoring the show. Listen, guys, we've just come back from Glastonbury, and boy, have we seen some shit, and it's complicated old game.
Can you still smell that occasionally?
Yeah.
You get a little waft. You're like,
I think I get it off
PTSD.
I think I get it off my clothes. Don't deal with that grim shit. Don't be poking around with things you don't understand and don't know what you're doing. Because I guarantee your builder doesn't either. Because he's just
gonna fuck shit up.
He's up putting bricks and mortar. He ain't getting down there in the pool hole. Okay, the main thing is with the Rutland Drainage Group. These are the guys that can. Not only do they supply bunded tanks of all shapes and sizes, whether it be sewage, whether it be diesel, whether it be Caro, any bunded tank that you can dream of, they can get it, and they can get it cheaper because they get it direct. You're not going through these middlemen. These guys will have it shipped to you. They have told me that they will challenge. They haven't told me. I'm just saying this. And I'm going to make Sam stand by it now. He is going to be on a price for a tank. He's going to be the cheapest one. He'll be cheaper than most. No, he's going to fuck it. He's going to be cheaper than anyone. I've said it now, Sam. What are you going to do? Sack me? He's one of the cheapest suppliers of bunded tanks in the country. Doesn't matter if it's a sewage tank or it's a septic tank or whether it's a sewage treatment jobby or whether it's a diesel tank or anything of the like. He can supply it so cheap, beautiful, great.
Get it delivered to your door.
He's the greatest guy. I've been friends with him a long time. Beautiful man. No
pissing around.
No. Yeah, where do you find these? If I was to be like, Marlon, can you do stand-up? Not a chance, not fast enough to think of it. Marlon, can you make poo jokes over and over again and never use the same one? Yeah, not a problem.
I'm a fucking child, all right?
Literally. And it doesn't matter if you're buying a new house or if you're selling your house. It's always best, if you're on a septic tank system, it's always best to have it checked out, whether before buying or before selling, because you could be in for a big surprise if things aren't up to code.
Be right in the shit.
It doesn't matter if you're looking for a full septic tank repair. So difficult. Septic tank repair, or whether you're looking for a full sewage treatment plant install. No job too big, too small for the guys over at Rutland Drainage. Let them sort you out and let them look after you. So big up to them for sponsoring this episode. Do you have one more to finish with, Marlon? No.
Don't stall any longer.
Oh dear.
Go on, Marlon, one more.
No, I ain't got no.
All right, no. Save it.
You're all done. You're finished.
I'm done.
He's got a few more this quarter, so just hold on, all right? Fuck's sake. Right, Marlon, if you haven't guessed already, who are we joined by tonight?
Buffalo Bill.
Only me.
It's only Willis.
It's only me. It is only me.
Yeah, it is only
It's
you.
only me.
Yeah,
No,
well,
sorry. It's only me.
It's the Glastonbury team.
Yeah.
You've probably already read the title and the description. There's going to be no how's your week been, really, because we haven't we've spent all week together.
We're the three best friends that anyone could have. Oh dear.
Yeah,
God.
so should may as well just get into it, because there's no point doing how's your week been, because I've only been back at work one day and it's been wank.
I've had a few things.
Oh yeah, to be fair, actually, yeah. Well,
I don't. Should we start with me?
You start, yeah, because I
got loads to talk about.
I got nothing interesting.
I got caught speeding.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I got caught speeding. I went to Cornwall last weekend, so this was actually last weekend, but it's worth talking about. I don't ever leave Somerset, as we know, or Butley.
Yeah.
And I drive a Land Rover. So I don't often get caught speeding, if ever. I was in 49.4 and a 30.
Ooh.
On the A30, some Tregolis Road in Truro or some fucking shit. Some Cornish bastard fucking road I shouldn't have been on.
At the Curnow.
Yeah, and I panicked because I Googled it because I thought that's actually quite impressive. That's 50 and a 30.
Shouldn't the Cornish police be busy denying everyone shotgun and firearms licenses after their little faux pas recently? Not worrying about people getting a trim on the Atlantic Highway.
I was late, actually, so that's my excuse.
Yeah, I don't blame
What,
you.
for a pasty or?
No, so we went to a wedding, and Lucy went down on the Thursday. I went down on the Friday after work with the kids, and I had to bring things with me. Bags and whatnot. Children.
Children,
don't
Shit
forget-
like
yeah.
that.
they come with a lot of stuff.
The
kids.
sofa. Did you
Yes.
take the sofa
No,
down?
we didn't take the sofa, no. But I was under strict instructions not to forget all these things. And because I am a mature adult that can survive on my own, I didn't really listen to what I was told, and I thought it'd be fine. So me and the kids left about 5 p.m, went down to 303, got to the Blackdown Hills, where there's that little bend everyone takes pictures of lorries on. You know the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, got there. My phone rings, it's my mum. And I thought, because I've just left her at home with the dogs. What's she phoning for?
You've
Hello?
forgotten the littlest child.
There's a big bag here I think you should have with you. Describe it. She described it and I went, oh, fuck. And I was like, sorry, kids, we got to go back, and I'm sorry for cursing. So we drove home, picked that up. So I was really running late. So by the time I got caught speeding, it was like 9:45. So that's like, down in Truro. So that's my excuse, Your Honour, is for why. But I Googled it, and it said you're going to get anywhere from £100 to £1,000 fine, 7 to 28 day ban, and points and shit. And I kept Googling it, and I thought, fucking hell. And I was talking to a few of our lot, and old Clarkey said he got done doing the same, and he got 3 points and £100 fine. I thought, well, he knows, because he's a lorry driver, and he goes down to Cornwall quite a lot and gets caught. Anyway, I got the letter through before we went to Glastonbury, and it is 3 points, £100 fine.
Oh, that's
So I'm
all right.
really
It's
happy.
not, yeah.
Because I was already
That could
thinking in my
be-
head, I've got half a dozen lawns I could do where I ride the mower down the road. Like I could easily do that. And then I thought I could probably go to Boltonsbury on a lawnmower. And I was already thinking, if I do lose my license, I'm still going to go to work. And I'm still going to ride a lawnmower around.
Have you seen that video? Have you seen the video guy riding a lawnmower? He's POV filming it, right? And he comes up to, there's a cop car in front of him, and you can tell he's smashed. And he just goes, I have the power of God, and just pulls out a 44 Magnum and points at the police car and goes, it is to be continued. Boom, 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 boom. And I can just see that. You leaving the apple tree. God, fuck you! You took my license!
Yeah, so that was good news. I was a bit worried for a bit. But
Yeah, because that's like 20 mile an hour over the fucking...
I've only ever got caught doing sort of 33 and a 30. You know, just
They
enough
don't
for
even
speed awareness.
prosecute for that, do they?
I get speed awareness for sort of 34, 5 and a 30, don't you? That's what I've ever had, ever.
Yeah, I've been done twice, and that's it. I've had a clean license for years now.
Yeah.
How?
I think where
I
we
don't know.
live, though, we don't really get caught, do we? Because we know where the speed cameras are, and none of them work anyway. Country lanes around here, there's not really... Everyone flashes if a motorbike's at the bottom of the hill with their little gun. People flash all the time.
Yeah.
So it's only really if you venture out from here to the big
The
wide
Shire.
world.
Yeah, it's always when you drive in roads you don't know, you don't know where you're going to be.
But there was no flash, and the picture's quite impressive because the brakes aren't on. I'm in the middle of the line.
He is literally in the
both
middle of the
lanes,
road.
like, no fucks given.
Gotta go, dog.
It's such good
Yeah.
quality, you can see his foot is still planted.
Yeah, it's a good picture. Anyway, so that was quite exciting. Thought I'd mention that. Bit of Land Rover speeding. Yeah.
You've done well.
Yeah.
I can't believe it made it there and back.
No, well, I've got,
And a half.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It did come up on the screen. It did come up. I've never seen this before. It came up and it said engine, I can't remember exactly the wording, but it said like engine, wasn't failure.
Malfunction.
Engine malfunction or something. And it was just on the little green display in the middle, but no lights come up or anything.
No limp mode.
No limp mode, nothing. And it just enough to ping up me, read it and go, oh shit.
And it disappeared.
But then it disappeared and then it was fine. I don't know. I think maybe he just likes to joke there.
Maybe it's a little
If I was
glitch.
allowed, I'd do that. I'd be like, I'm fucked. No, I'm not. Carry on, carry on.
You gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
Don't let them get too comfortable. They'll go making other financial decisions and not be able to repair you. What about your lack of a week, Marlon?
So I finished work last Monday, and I went in today, and it's just a bit of a mess left for me.
Why is it? The further you move up the chain, the more you realise shit just stops happening when you leave. You're
Like,
like,
why is this car still here? It was finished last fucking week.
Oh, is it? I thought you still had to. No.
So I spent all day sorting out problems and stuff. And then I got tomorrow in, and then I'm off the rest of the week.
Nice.
So there's going to be another mess next Wednesday.
Great. I've worked.
Can't wait. Can't fucking wait.
I went to the pub last night after I got back from Glastonbury. Yeah, weird. I obviously went to Glastonbury, you know, like it's generally just milling around with the unwashed, eating bad food and drinking obscene amounts of, you know, obscene amounts of cider. And I was like, wow. I had to go pick up the car because I left the Defender down at Dad's, and he had the keys, obviously. And I said, oh, drop us down, go get the car. I said, rang Dad, like, you in? He was like, no, I'm down the pub. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Whatever will we do? She was like,
Just as planned.
she's like, I'll fucking drop you off. I was like, no worries. So I had a pint, one fucking pint. Obviously, drove home, you know, because, you know, conscious citizens that I am. I had one pint, and I had a pizza from the kebab before I went out. And I spent last night shitting through the eye of a needle. I was like, you're kidding. I've been at Glastonbury around hundreds of thousands of people eating God knows what from God knows where and drinking anything that was put in front of me. I have a fucking pint and a pizza and I'm shitting out the
Your
eye
body
of a
knows you're at home now.
I think it was just like, it just went into full, oh God, we can relax now.
What was on the pizza then? Because that's
I had the standard meat supremo, boy,
Yeah,
from the
it's just
Shetland
weird,
Kebabi.
isn't
I'm
it?
not trying to say I got it from Shetland Kebabi, but
no.
I'm just, you know, it could be any of these variables.
yeah.
But
But you're right. You'd think if you were going to get it, it would have been a glass.
Literally, I was going to bed and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fart, and she had just had enough.
She just farted as well, so I thought we don't want two of them, do we?
She had just about had enough of my disgustingness from the week, and I said, I'm gonna leave the room to do this. And I was like, oh, that hurts a bit. I'm gonna sit down for this one, and I'm glad I did, because hell itself left my anus. It was that hot and that
That's
evil.
that katsu chicken coming back out like.
Oh fuck me! And I got up again at 4:00, and I was like, I'm bubbling. I'm gonna have to go again.
Oh, no.
So I sat down at 4:30 watching cave diving videos on YouTube, blowing my ass out. So it sat so long there that my legs went numb. I had pins and needles and fell in the bath when I stood up. What's going on in there? I'm having a to do. So yeah, that's been my week. I've got to work today. Took a fucking roll of shit roll with me in the JCB because God knows I needed it. Just held on to both grab handles and just let it go, baby. There was no straining, I assure you.
Mix a bit of straw with it. Bert.
Yeah. So that was that. It's chilled out now, thank God. So yeah, the obvious thing was to get back on. This is the 8th day of solid drinking I've done. I'm like, why do I feel so rough? I am 90% apples.
Yeah. I pissed Budweiser.
Right then, let's get into it, boys.
Glastonbury 24.
We've done it, completed it, boys. We're back.
Yeah.
We're not really with it, but we're here.
And nobody died, which is a good thing.
No,
No, we haven't found them yet, I don't think. There could be one or two,
Still
but we're
around.
all right. Yeah, well, that's a lot of fun.
last year they actually found someone on the Tuesday, so that must have been stinky.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a tent, I guess. Was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
clearing up?
clearing up, being like, oh, somebody left a tent. Why is this tent so heavy? Oh no.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, on to more positive topics and dead people
We
in tents.
survived, so that's fine.
Yeah. Let's just start from the start then.
Tuesday. So we went in Tuesday because we had a camper passes.
I had a right fucking do on bloody Monday. Monday, my Glastonbury experience started pretty much.
That's because you are a useless cunt.
So I had to fucking run around getting everything ready. Then Tuesday morning comes. I've got everything is happening at once. I have to drop the fucking dogs off at the bastard kennels, which is half an hour in the opposite direction to where I pick up the fucking camper van. Had to go get the camper from Exeter, of all places, because typical me, it'll be all right on the night reg,
Yeah.
which my wife fucking detests. I'll be all right, I'll work it out. So I always say to her, it's always been all right. You know when I say it's going to be all right? It's always been all right. She was like,
Fine.
but it's the stress leading it up to being all right. Why can't you just be more all right? So what basically I fucked up. Turns out that the done thing to do is to book a camper before you get your tickets. So then you've already got your camper sorted, and if you don't get your tickets, you only lose 150 quid deposit on the camper. And some of them, and most of them, will refund you because they know they can fucking let that.
And it's so long away.
And they know they're going to be absolutely sold out of campers for that week. So they're generally pretty good. Me, however, the clever, ingenious man that I don't fucking do that. Oh, what I'll do is I'll get the tickets, and then I'll get the camper ticket, and then I'll work it out. It'll be all right. I'm going through. I'm like, oh fuck. I didn't tell her. I was like, fuck, this is going to be a fucking stretch. I can't find anything. It was like, I've got
We've got a lovely Daihatsu hijack camper.
Literally, it was getting to a point of like I was on GoBooney looking for like these, it's basically the Airbnb for camper vans, and it's like all run. It's the same as Airbnb. I fucking hate Airbnb. It's like, oh, you have to make sure you clean the cassette toilet once you're done with this type of stuff because my dog's allergic to anything else, and it's all these like
stupid fucking
no festivals or $4,000 deposit needed if you're going to. I've got a tracker on the van. I know where you are. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this. It's the same with Airbnb. It's
bullshit.
Like, make sure you shut the gate. So yeah, no. $4,000 cleaning charge if you don't wash up a plate.
Half of them are bent as fuck, and they're all like wanky old pieces of shit.
The thing is, like, it's like if it's same with Airbnb. Like, if you go somewhere and the sink's fucked, you'll ring the homeowner who probably doesn't even live in this country to come and sort it. But like with a hotel, sink's fucked. Just move you to another room.
Bosh.
If the camper was fucked, I'll ring the firm and they go, don't worry, mate. We'll either come and sort it or we get you another one. So yeah, I managed to find a place. I'm not going to shout them out because you pay for that shit on this podcast. Capitalist pigs that we are. But yeah, down near Exeter, fucking brilliant firm. Yeah, I managed to find one, luckily. Not cheap, but turns out actually there was the kind of going rate, wasn't it? As we asked around, everyone else they was all sort of paying the same. So we had a really nice camper. Ran down, picked that up. Well, I said to you that I was picking it up at 9, and then I looked at the paperwork, and it turns out I couldn't pick it up till 10, and we were meant to be in the camper field at like fucking 11:30, and I was like, I know I've got to go for like a half-hour induction of all this, like, this is the gas.
This is how you turn it on.
These are the wheels. They go round. I've never driven anything like this before, so I was
How
like,
big was it? It was quite long, wasn't it? For the photo you put up.
big old hoss. He was
overhang on the cut.
Oh, Jesus. Every time I turn a corner, I was like, I'm going to skip this out. I'm going to pull this tight into the curb because this thing's coming out. Yeah, he was 7.5, I think, with the bike rack on. Why the bike rack was on? I think, to be fair, the bike rack's probably on there for spastics that can't reverse. It hits the bike rack before it hits all that fiberglass back end.
Yeah.
So I went and picked that up, and I was like, of course, where else would you have a hire camper place for people who are hiring campers, have generally never driven a camper in their life, much like myself. It's all I use, if it's the wing mirrors are wider than the vehicle, it's all I was going off. And it was up the wankiest single track lane with really high, not even verges, just mud banks. And you could see that, like, he was like, we remember I did the little damage check, and he was like, oh, here, just checking anything else. I was like, no, I can see that. And I was looking at it like, the whole weekend, I was like, how the fuck? By the door there, it was all scuffed up with mud. I was like, how the fuck is someone, when they've literally come out of the camper hire place, they've just stoved it into the fucking bank. And I was like,
it's this long.
Yeah. So yeah, it was horrendous getting it out. You just hear the trees rubbing along it. I'm like, well, you should have cut the trees back. We're Austin Garden Services.
I don't travel that far, but yeah.
But yeah, so I blew it on back and everything was fine. I did no problems, didn't hit it, all was good. And then yeah, we set off, didn't we, Marlon?
We did. So I was already here waiting for you.
Yeah. All my stuff was on the drive.
Mate, we were fit to fucking
I was
boogie.
being kicked out. I thought she'd gone through me fucking WhatsApp messages. All my shit was on the drive. Yeah. We just horsed it all in there and we were gone.
We're on and gone. Straight down fucking a something or other, down to Pill.
Yeah.
The search getting into the field. How that was intense.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was fucking...
Would you go through Pill past the petrol station, hang a right?
Hang a right, through some wanky lanes
That's
and
it.
get pulled
and then
into
there's like
a
an
field.
old barn and you go through a gravel track.
Yeah.
that's
So
it.
we got on some fucking alley tracking.
Yeah.
Got stopped and checked your ticket.
Did they search it? Did they look
I'll tell you in a minute.
Fuck me, yeah.
Pulled forward, gave her the ticket, and she's like, yeah, so have you got anything you shouldn't have in it? No. All right, so-and-so's just going to search it. Yep, carry on.
I heard the snap of a latex glove. I thought, oh, God.
Bend over.
The cunt opened the door and said, oh, fuck me, you pack light, and shut the door again.
Oh, good.
So if you want to bring in monstrous amounts of Chang or herb into Glastonbury, get a camper.
That's mad, isn't it?
They didn't even open. The woman didn't even remember what the 3 questions she had to ask me were. She was like, I know there's another question.
What am I doing
Are you
here
having
again?
a good day? Have you got a ticket? Have you been
look-
before?
She's like, you look like someone famous. And I was like, don't know who that would be. You sure you're not someone famous? I was like, I do a wanky podcast with my mate in a shed, but I guarantee you've never heard of it. Try me. I was like, in the doghouse? No, never heard of
funny,
it.
that.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. Anyway, enjoy your festival.
Proper yokel. Like,
That's weird.
They can't search everything that thoroughly, though, can they?
oh, fuck me.
Really?
With the amount they would turn, like, the campers were going
Yeah,
fast.
the queue would be up the road, wouldn't
Oh,
it? if
God,
they
yeah.
were really
Absolutely.
doing
And
it,
also, I
yeah.
think it's just a case of like they know what they're looking for. The ones that know what they're doing, not the one that searched me. I could have been for 3 fucking Albanians with gold chains coming in a fucking in a T4, Blit. A 3-stripe of Adidas, like, and she would have just been like, "Why does he have a question? Are you corrupt, FM?"
Fucking the camper in front of us, it was this huge, like, wanky old LT35
I
thing.
saw that fucking.
And
weird
they
thing.
pulled that in off the side.
really?
Yeah.
I think they just like, they take one look at it and be like, if your camper's looking clean or it's definitely hired, they're like, don't you just go in, you
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
you got more money than sense, you're an idiot.
What a balance.
Yeah, say that fucking knobhead there. What a cunt. In the mile, was it a mile and a half we drove, if that, down to there? I was just driven like 70 miles back with this thing on my own. Wife wasn't with me. Everything fine. Got the hang of it pretty quickly. Handles like a piece of shit, but don't they all? In the mile and a half that we drove down to there. Oh, careful! Oh, slow down!
What's that?
Look at it! I was like, listen up, bitch.
Shut up. Get in the fucking back.
I have just been on the M5 for this fucking thing shitting myself. All right, I'm pretty sure I can make it down to Pill petrol station without any flapping from you. Turn your captain seat round, you dickhead, all right?
Look the other way.
Yeah. Go make a sandwich. Go make a sandwich. Yeah. So it all got through. We were through and we were
Straight
on.
through there, straight up into the field.
Yeah. Do
And
you have
then-
a space reserved for you, or is it just first come, first serve?
It's
sort of
first
thing?
come, first serve. If you want to park together, show up together.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, they're pretty good about it. 'Cause we went through. They split us off during security, and I just pulled into a little lay-by where the people that sit to stop you parking
Parking
in the lay-by.
lay-by.
I was like, "Excuse me, I'm just waiting for. I'm just waiting for a mate." And she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." I was like,
You
"Damn,
look famous. Do I know you?
you look like someone famous." Yeah, they were sounds, and I'll just see the fucking ba 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 ba. Oh, joy of joys.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Straight on up into the field, parked us nice.
Yeah. Oh God, they were like those boys that do the camper parking. They must have been doing that for like 20 years because they know what the fuck is up. They're like, which way's your awning? You with him? You want to be round that way? Which way?
really?
Oh, I've only got one space up there, and they're running. They
Yeah,
are.
he like Big Dave, whatever his name was, that parked us.
Big
Dude,
Dave with a
he
hat.
was fucking up and down the field.
He was
Was
like,
he?
you two this way. You go. Your awning's this way. You want to be? You want to turn around, mate? We'll get that done quick because the rest of us are gonna come in behind you. Let's get you in like that. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, and they give us that. They're like, when they said like you have a very regimented 8x8 pitch. No more, you bastards, you thief. I thought there'd be like mode lines or there'd be some sort of like grid system. Nah, it's just like what Dave reckons.
That's enough, innit?
I think we probably, to be fair, it's probably what we had roughly.
Yeah,
but
it was a decent sized pitch.
so there's some boys that like park their caravan with the van, with the car in front of it. I'm like, Shag's got a 12 by 36. What's going on here, mate? But yeah,
Racist!
yeah, it was good, wasn't it? We had a good spot. We weren't too far from the
No, I think we were just in the right place.
Yeah, we were.
It would have been nice if we were a little bit closer to the Elson point, so I
Yeah.
didn't have to take the poo that far of a walk.
taking
Yeah,
your.
you've been carrying your poo around, haven't
Yeah.
I have, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it doesn't make much of a change. You keep one in my pocket for emergencies. Throw it at the police. Yeah,
you? What were your neighbours like then?
sound.
Up the
Yeah.
campsite?
So we set up on the Tuesday, got all the awning out and everything,
Yeah. TV.
and then we started moving the TV around. And the bloke behind us clocked it immediately. He's like, "Oh, you've just made some new friends." Like, yeah, Shag, we're just going to have a look down there. We'll be back.
Yeah, we had those fucking reprobates, didn't we? Them two. The I can't remember their names now. Oh fuck, that's really annoy me. They'll know because I'll probably listen to this.
They'll be on next week. You need to remember.
Yeah, can't remember. Dole remembers their names. Anyway, they were fucking lovely. They were
Proper sound.
proper senders. And then it was Scousers to the left of us, Scousers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with Marlon.
What did you say? There must be no one left on the Merseyside.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Yeah, they were good as gold. We had a good little bunch around us. They were all sound, didn't cause no fucking dramas. Well, the fucking dickhead next to me starting his van up every morning at 9 o'clock. I was like,
Shag needs some fucking solar on the roof.
have you not got solar on the fucking roof, you cunt? And what are you doing that this thing needs to be run for 3 hours every morning?
Oh, that long? He left it running all morning, did he?
Fuck me. He left it running for so long, the fucking van turned off, and he went and turned the cunt straight back on. Fill that DPF right up. Yeah. This is the thing. I've done this camper vanning thing once, and I'm already just like a proper camper vanner. Like, why has he not got solar on his roof? I don't own the fucking thing.
Genuine paedophile.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. We had a good little pitch, didn't we? And then watched it Tuesday night.
Football. That was fucking absolutely banging.
Yeah, I had a fair few fucking ciders. The weather was lovely, so we were just fucking chilling. It was good, man. I properly leveled my little camper van up. That was one thing. When I went to go pick it up, right? He was like, matey that I picked it up from, he was like, oh, so you're at Glastonbury, aren't you? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, it's not very level up there, and unfortunately the gas fridge needs to be dead level to work.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, so the one reason I've booked this fucking thing, which is for cold beers, might not happen. He was like, yeah, I've got some little leveling blocks, but that probably won't be enough, mate, to be honest. I was like, well, we'll be going home to get a trolley jack, and we're going to lift the cunt up the fucking... there is no way this fridge is not working. Luckily, we were just about enough, so I just sort of jacked it up on these 2 blocks, and yeah, the fridge worked fine. It was a gas fridge, which me and Marlon were... Well, you kind of knew how it worked, but I was like, what witchcraft uses a flame to make cold, Marlon? Please explain.
I'm not explaining now because
I wouldn't understand it either.
Burns things, makes cold.
I don't know how a normal fridge works, so
I know when people like a gas fridge, I'm like, does the stuff compress the actual? Does it compress the LPG in there? Turns out not. It's just some really complicated thing. But yeah, so we were all set up and done, weren't we?
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'll put a little video up on the fucking on the Discord of our little setup.
I know.
Bosh this out. I'm never in my fucking life going to stay in a tent again after that.
Oh,
there is no point in a tent.
We should have a little fucking camp out next year. I was speaking to Shan about it, trucker girl. She got a caravan and she goes, you should come to Glastonbury. She's like, but is it that good? I was like, oh, it's that good. Never again will I tent.
No.
Never again.
The only thing is the walk, isn't it?
It's not that bad.
I know, but if you had to pick a fault, if you had a tent, you could be right by the pyramid stage.
But I don't want to be there. I don't want to be that close to people.
In a tent.
I want walls
warm
between
beer.
Yeah, I want walls between me and any knobhead that is going to inevitably step on my head trying to cut through at 2 a.m. like, I'll make my own path. Even if you put your guide ropes crossing your tents literally overlapping.
Then they're just tripwires, so they trip on you.
Yeah,
been there. Good fun though.
Yeah.
I would never do it again. It was so nice.
You've got your own camper van as well, so it makes it easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. You haven't got the constant thing of like, oh, great, another £1,400 to go to fucking Glastonbury without the tickets.
You could buy a wanky little caravan.
Yeah. Well, I've got one of those, but it's just grim, innit?
Well, clean it, you dirty cunt.
Well, no, it's just a small man's. It's just old. I bought 500 quid going on a steam fest. You can imagine what that looks like. Ugh. Yeah.
You could pick a half sensible one up for $2,000.
Yeah.
We'd drill some holes in the roof, put some solar on a cunt.
You could do. Yeah, I might just fucking go to an Appleby Horse Fair and have one away down there, a proper one, like with the plastic still on the sofas. You know the ones. Toilet's never used in them cunts, is it? Where do they shit? In the bush. Yeah. Yeah, so then Wednesday morning rolls around and we're getting fucking ready and raring to get into the festival.
Yeah.
Queue up to get our ticket punched and all that shit.
And our nice little wristbands on.
Oh, get your wristbands.
What time did you get up then? Join the queue.
I can't remember. It wasn't early, was it? Because there was no point.
That's what I was going to say. The thing with you is, there's you guys up there, is you don't need to get in early to put your tent. Whereas I had to get there early to get a good spot for the tent. So I was keen to get there early.
Yeah.
Didn't want to get there too early, didn't want to get too late. Whereas you guys could literally wake up at like 10, 11 a.m.
I don't think we even went into about 1.
Yeah, I was 1:30.
Yeah. And even then, when we finally got through the gate, I say finally, what we queued up for? 20 minutes, if that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it probably took us long to queue than it did to walk there, to be fair. And then it was like we literally just got through, didn't we? And I saw these guys speaking to say, is there any way to pitch my tent, mate? And they were like, I don't think there's anywhere left, my friend. And they were like, oh, I was hoping to pitch you by my mate on big ground. I was like, big ground?
Absolutely not.
Dickhead, that's the first one gone. Yeah, and then it was Brothers Bar.
Brothers Bar Wednesdays.
That's where we met up. With
Didn't disappoint, did it?
No.
You
see everyone at the Brothers Bar on the Wednesday.
Yeah, I did. I still mates from school I haven't seen in
Yeah.
like fucking nearly 20 years, which is terrifying to think alone. But yeah, and well, yeah, we weren't there for that long because Dal was it was hot.
It was hot,
Fucking
wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't think it was
Might be too hot.
28-ish, something like that on the Wednesday. And there was no shade. There's no shade.
There
and
is
it was
no shade at
wood
Glasgow.
chip.
Yeah, I
Fucking
was about to say there's more wood chip this year than there ever has been.
And it was horrible
And
wood
also,
chip
it
as
was
well.
like big bits
It-
of wood, so you couldn't sit on it or lie down on the floor. Whereas normally it's grass down at Brothers Bar, so you can lie on the grass and it's quite comfy. So we had to move over, didn't we, towards like the Salisbury bit.
The duck truck.
I get what they've done
that's it,
I get what
yeah.
they've done it for rain purposes. If it rains, that wood chip's going to come in clutch.
Yeah.
But like, do you not see the forecast a week before and just be like, fuck it, we'll hedge our bets.
Yeah, we'll save all the wood chip.
Yeah, and just have a nice because you could barely see.
couldn't
It
see
was like,
it,
there
no.
was like
It was like pallets that had just been smashed
30
up.
centimetre fucking...
Yeah. Well, you
yeah.
weren't sitting on it, none. Yeah, unless you were absolutely smashed. But yeah, we didn't stay long because Dal was really suffering in the heat and there was just no shade. And she was starting to get to the point where she was getting a bit dizzy and that. And I was like, start off, I was like, fucking woman. Like, this is the first day.
The first hour.
I was like, fucking promise me this isn't what it's going to be like. So I tried to warn her what it was going to be like. It's probably going to be hot. It'll be fuck all shades, loads of people. And it's just going to be like this all week. And I was like, just suck it up. And I didn't want her to get heat stroke because that would fucking just...
day one, you don't want
man,
that.
I just ruin it. So I was like, nah, fuck it. We'll go back. So we went back and she got her head down for a while and I just chilled out for a bit. And then I don't really... You can fill everyone in on it and what happened in the meantime because I
absolutely no idea.
All I know is
think-
that I spent 42 quid at Brothers Bar that day, which is 7 pints. Why did I buy 7 pints?
How did you...
I don't know.
Probably
And
had...
also, how did we carry them? Because it's just impossible.
It's for...
Well, I think if it carried in them.
Yeah, anyway, we carried on drinking after you left, Reg.
Yeah.
And I don't remember much. I remember talking to Curbs about his garden quite a bit, which was thrilling. There was load of blackout bits where I don't remember fuck
That was
all.
the talk of the fucking festival was Curbs' garden. Everywhere I went, it was like, you know how bad Curbs' garden is.
It's awful. It's fucking awful.
But everyone was there though, Brothers Bar.
Yeah.
All us lot, everyone, and more. So it was a good crack. But I don't, and also because you're so excited and so drunk and pissed and
My
loving
nephew
it.
came down. My nephews came down.
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, met
Fucking
Ben.
legend. Brother, sister,
Yeah,
Mule, Curbs. Everyone was there.
everyone. Catman.
Catman.
Catman was the first person I saw. So I went in first thing Wednesday, joined the queue at sort of 7. Gates opened at 8. I got in at 9, put the tent up. Lucy had dropped the kids at school. She came in later. So I was waiting for her, like, I don't know what time at gate C. She said, I'm just parking. I'm coming in. Wait for me at the gate. So I said, oh, okay. She said, just left the field. I'll be there soon. So she sent me a location, and I thought, I got time to go to Brothers
down.
Bar.
And
Have my
then...
first pint, I reckon. Don't know who's there yet. I'll go and see. I didn't have a clue who was going to be there. I just assumed everyone would be there. So I ran off down there on my own, all excited, full of all the joys of spring, like a little bunny rabbit. And Catman, I went up to the bar. It's like, fuck me, there's no one here. I know, I don't think. Wasn't many people. And Catman turned up. So I had a pint or 2 with him, I think. And I had to leave him and go and see Lucy, go back to the tent. And then when we come down later, you lot were all there, I think. And that's where the fun started.
I probably had about 8 pints in 2-3 hours. That was not a good recipe.
It was such fun, though, wasn't it? It was just chit chat and ridiculousness.
I came back probably like, 2-3 hours, about 3.5 hours later, something like that. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I passed you because I was dropping Lucy back at the car when you and Dole come back in.
That was right, yeah.
Yeah.
And we popped down, we come back down because it was cooled off. She was feeling better, so I was like, sweet, we're all on. And I literally rang you like 10 minutes before, and I rang you, and she was like, oh, give them a ring, see if they're still there. I was like, I bet they're still there. Rang you, I was like, all right, mate. And you were like, yeah. And I was like, you still there? And he's like, yep. haven't left drive. I was like, all right, sweet, I'll see you in a bit. You're like, yep, see you in a bit, mate. I was like, he sounds very with it for Marlon on a Wednesday at the Brothers Bar. And I get there, and you're just kind of like, got your back to me, kind of swaying a bit. And then you just start saying some stuff. And it wasn't like overly out there stuff, but I was like, fairly wild for this time on a Wednesday, but whatever. I think it's your nephew that was there with his missus, maybe?
Yeah.
Who was God, legend. I know he's listening. He was like, are you having a good time, Reg? I was like, yeah, I'm having a great time, mate. He was like, I was so worried. I was like, all I could think of, I was like, God, I hope I have a good time at the festival, but I really hope Reg has a good time at the festival. He hasn't been in so long.
So invested in the story.
He was, yeah. And yeah, fucking brilliant. And then you I don't really know what you were doing. And then it was like, oh, should we all go off for a walk? It was me, you, Catman, Marlon, and Beth. And we started walking. And I don't think you really remember, do you? No, do you remember much of it?
No.
You started saying some stuff really loudly
that doesn't sound like me when I'm drunk.
That I wouldn't fucking say. And I say some wild shit. And I was like getting a bit of a trim on. I love you, bro, but if you're going to be doing that,
yeah,
I
you're
don't want to be
right.
associated.
I cannot defend that behaviour, right?
You were in front with Dole, weren't
Yeah.
you? And it was me, you, and Beth going up Stone Circle.
And all of a sudden, Will joins me.
Well, Marlon just stopped walking, turns around and goes, nope, don't want to go there, don't want to go there. And I said, what's wrong? He goes, nope, I don't know, I can't do it. And I said, are you all right? He said, yeah, no, I just don't. I said, look, come with us. We're going to go sit in the shade somewhere. We'll just sit down, chill out.
We did, yeah.
And you were just, nope. I said to Beth, I was like, is he all right? What's going on? And they were like, well, we're both going to go. And then we all went up Stone Circle and you left. I don't think you were that pissed, to be honest.
I could tell he was like, he'd had a lot, but usually you can you get pissed and you just carry on going.
Mate, it's that fucking festival cider. Will fuck you up.
The first problem of this was that he went out with the full intention of getting like this. He's like, I'm
Brothers Bar Wednesday.
I'm gonna get fucked up. And he lived up to your fucking promise. So yeah. And then I
have no idea how we got back to the van.
Well,
up
I
that
do
fucking
because
hill.
because Beth told me all about it.
Oh.
She was like, we got to the bottom of the hill, and you were like, I can't, I'm gonna die. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Beth was like, I'm getting you. She had to like practically drag you and push you up this hill. She was like, I thought I was gonna have a fucking heart attack getting you up that hill.
She could go.
She got it, but she's a good girl. Yeah, looking after your drunk ass. I mean, whatever, they've all done it at some point, but fuck me, she needs a medal. But
I never do that normally, like day to day.
Yeah. Oh,
Or,
yeah. No.
like,
yeah. Just
Even when we go out,
I think it's probably
never get that
written
back.
in the fucking
But like you
relationship
said,
contract.
It's the sun as well, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
that's
drinking
sun,
in
yeah.
the sun and Brothers Cider at the festival.
And if
it's
you're not
different.
walking-
First day, you get so excited.
Yeah, and also, like I say, when you're sat down just smoking and drinking and chatting, when you get up and walk, that's when you go,
hell.
oh there.
Yeah, we trimmed. You managed to get back somehow. God knows how.
The only thing I remember, I got back to the van, I was at pot noodle. And I had doner kebab flavour pot noodles.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Touch, boshty.
And then KO, was it after that?
I think I had a little lay down in the awning. Shout out to Kev for the awning. That was fucking awesome.
Oh, that was epic.
And then I was ready for the fireworks and the drone show.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, because the thing we went up. Me, Will, and Catman went up Stone Circle and Dole. Sorry, I was forgetting.
That's why I forget
What's her
Lucy
name?
quite a lot as well. I don't know if you
Who?
met Lucy, my wife. She was there. I was
fuck, you're
introducing
still
her
in.
to people. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm usually having a crack with my moaning bitch wife. Isn't it? I mean, sorry, shit. Yeah, and we went up Stone Circle, chilled out there for a while, didn't we? And then just sort of.
And then we went to we went to go to the ribbon the Glastonbury sign,
We
wasn't it, at
did,
the
yeah,
park?
yeah.
And it was absolutely fucking packed.
Yeah.
So we went to the one next door,
That
which
was
was
right.
the TP field, and sat there.
Chilled out there for a bit, and
Yeah.
then just sort of trimmed on, didn't we? And we went back to watch the drone show and fireworks show. And by what time I got back, Marlon was absolutely good as gold.
Back of the tent, the
He
camper.
was sat there waiting for the drone show on the top of the fucking hill, just like absolutely fine. Made the comeback of the century.
Little bit of water, mate. Doner kebab, pot noodle, bosh.
Very good.
I know.
That's all you need in your life sometimes.
Well, Catman took me back to his tent. I can't really talk about what happened. I told him I'd promise I wouldn't say about it, but we went back to his tent.
And did Brokeback shit.
No, he wanted to show me.
You gotta give him that hot and spit on that thing.
Because Catman's bit is down the far end of the railway line, down by the other stage. And he's been there working for years, like 10 years, I think. And he got a scaffold tower. That's it, yeah. And it's right down where the other stage is, there's like camping. So unless you're going to camp there, you don't walk through it at all.
Yeah.
So he took me down there. He wanted to charge his phone and get some bits. And I said I'd go with him. And I was like, I've never been down here before. I thought I'd been everywhere. And I mean, it wasn't that exciting. It was just
another campsite.
I met all of his lot he was camping with and sat and had a chat with them. And then we walked then back from there up to the pyramid stage where we were camping. And he was like, I've never been up here. Don't ever come. So I was like, this is where I normally am. So we sort of, saw each other's sort of end of the festivals, watched the drone and the fireworks and all that
What
shit.
did you think of the drone show?
It was in the wrong place. Everyone was looking at the pyramid stage and it turned out to be sort of to one side.
I know, from the top of the hill, that was a very, very good viewpoint.
Well, someone said it's because the BBC own the pyramid stage and you can't put the pyramid stage in the footage of something that the BBC aren't approved of or some bollocks.
Really?
Okay.
You know, when you're down at the festival, you always hear rumours like, well, you know why Shania Twain was late? Because, or whatever, you hear all this bollocks. That's why I heard a few times.
Fucking off the holes.
Yeah. I heard it's because of that. So when Coldplay are on, or anyone's on the pyramid stage and it's all filmed, BBC footage, pyramid stage, no other channel can show the pyramid stage apart from BBC. That's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah. And I've heard from enough people. There'll be people now going bollocks, but I'm sure there'll be some people that are like,
outstream.
if anyone works for the BBC, let me know. Because I think that's what it is. Because it makes sense. That's why they did it to the side of it. Because they did it from the playing field at Pilton, apparently. They launched them all from where the skate park is.
Oh, right.
So whether they were trying to do it from behind the pyramid stage and they couldn't, I don't know. But it was all right, the drone show. I mean, it wasn't fantastically amazing.
I thought it was cool. But
it's
that was
cool,
that was about as far as I
The
went.
fireworks were better because they're a bit more noisy, aren't they? Yeah.
Gunpowder, fire, bang,
Yeah, bang, bang. Yeah, it was good. And then that was pretty much it for the night, wasn't it?
I don't know what I did after that because then me and Catman were at the other end. I can't remember where we went after that. I definitely went somewhere Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday were my late fun nights before Lucy was in, and I can't remember what I did Wednesday.
Then I had to be fucking sensible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Someone will be thinking you were with me, you dickhead. Can't remember. Oh, Shangri-La, that was it. My mate Norris, shout out Alex Norris. Everyone knows Norris. I met him after Catman left down by the Brothers Bar, and I was sort of, by this point, I've been drunk a while. I've peaked a few times and come down and got, and he was on the way up and excited and drinking. So he was like, let's go to Shangri-La. I said, no, fuck that. I'm knackered. I've been in the queue since 7 this morning. I've been drinking since 7:30. It's now like God knows what time. I'm going home to bed. I'm fucking cold and tired. And he looked at me, he goes, you only live once. Come on.
I hate when people do
And
that.
I just looked at him and thought, you fucker, come on, man.
Come on.
So we marched all around Shangri-La. I said to him, it'll be shut. There'll be nothing on. There was a fair bit going on. Went all around there, and I can't remember what happened after that. I got home quite late. But I really didn't want to go there. I didn't want to stay out. I was happy to go home. But I didn't want to be a bad friend, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The older you get, you're more like, oh, fuck it, let's just call it a night. Then you're just like a little bit of you's like, these are the last few years if you're doing this,
also,
man.
we've all been on the other side of it where you're the one that's saying to a mate, stay out for a bit longer. Come on.
Yeah, we'll have fun.
Yeah.
Just another hour.
Yeah. Well, we did have fun. All we did was walk and I got more fucking tired and sober. But anyway, I had a great time with Norris. So yeah, that was Wednesday done.
Then Thursday. I don't really remember what we did Thursday, to be honest.
A big explore day. We went here, there, and everywhere kind of thing.
We did just kind of wander around. Didn't we? I fucking blur Thursday.
The thing is with Thursday, there's no real music on. There is music, but there's no like major
that was
headliners.
We went and watched Scream and Banger at the Lonely Hearts Club.
Oh my God, we did. And it was absolutely fucking rammed.
So big. Because there's fuck all else going on.
That's the problem. When you put 2 acts on, everyone goes to see the 2 acts on a Thursday. I mean,
They were really good, though.
Who else was on the same time as them? There's someone
Corrupt FM.
Corrupt FM.
Oh yeah, I missed them. Yeah, missed them on the Thursday. No, Thursday I missed
Oh,
them.
right. I was going to say, you missed them on the Thursday.
I had the kids in Thursday with Lucy, so I was on dad duties all
Painting
day.
by numbers.
Yes, we were painting by numbers at the Oxfam bit, painting and all sorts of kiddie stuff. Kids Field, Ribbon Tower. It was chaos. Because the kids have got their bikes, so they ride around, so it's quite quick. But it's
And
just
you're just like
chaotic.
lagging behind with a cider in hand.
No, I didn't drink all day, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Good dad points.
Well, to tell you what, it's a funny story.
Fun dad wasn't out then.
Last year, going back to my mate Norris, he brought his kid in. He's got a kid the same age. And we had like a kiddie day last year on a Thursday.
Bit nonsense.
And it was a bit. We're at the tent and we're getting ready to go. And I'm putting all these cans of cider in the bag. And I'm like, Norris, you want some ciders? And Lucy's there as well. And he goes, no, thanks. I don't drink when I've got my boy. And was like getting him ready. And then Lucy looked at me as if like, see, that's what real dads do. So that day I drank a lot. But this year I was like,
I got smashed and made a point.
I should be a better person. I'm not going to drink all day. So I didn't drink at all Thursday.
I don't have any memories of doing anything with my dad where he hasn't got a pint in his hand. That's what he needed to put up with us little cunts.
But yeah, Thursday is exploring day. Not much music on. Everyone's excited to go places and see stuff, aren't they? So it's busy. It's busy everywhere. Like the park was rammed as well that day.
Yeah.
We went to the park down the end and it was...
Oh, so we went to the park in the morning. Well, in the early afternoon.
Did we? What did we do up there?
Watched Evis's band.
Oh, we did. Yeah, that was.
Everyone was saying he didn't really do a lot. He come out in a wheelchair, didn't he? And he didn't really do much.
No, sound quality was rubbish as well. We kind of missioned on and went and had a look at some stuff and some things.
Yeah, good.
Oh, that was it. Thursday, I managed to upset someone. First of many times at the festival.
Oh yeah, do tell.
Well, I was. You know me. I like a shirt that gets people talking and gets people thinking. So I'm wearing my Jonestown basketball jersey with the big cup of Kool-Aid on the front. And I'm in the queue for the pisser and it's taking fucking ages. I get a tap on the shoulder. And this gentleman to my sort of back and left is leaning forward and he's like, I'm wearing my shirt and it's got a Guyanese flag on it. Obviously, because all of this went down in Jonestown in Guyana, where these 1,000 people were murdered. And most of the people that were murdered, suicide, they were most of them were black because he was very much a man of equal rights and, all of that. And he got a great black following. And I turned around to see a black gentleman stood to my pretty much 7 o'clock. And I'm like, hi, thinking like, fuck you want? And he was like, Guyana. And I was like, yes, I got my backpack on so he can't see Jones, like 78 when it happened. And then I just made sure I kind of
cross your arms.
I kind of crossed my arms and turned my body away from him, but I didn't want to seem racist at the same time. Like, don't you talk to me. And I was like, yeah, man. And he's like, just come back, mate. And I was like, was it good? And he was like, yeah, man. Yeah.
It was a Kool-Aid.
And he was like, I got this. And he like showed me this tiny bottle of rum or some sort of very strong alcohol. I was like, sick, man. Good. He was like, yeah. And with that, he just cut in front of me. And I was like, I'm going to let that fucking slide. I really don't want... And if you turn around, I'm going to be here, my arms folded. Like, yeah, very. I was like, don't fucking read the shirt, bruv. Of all the people, I didn't want to read the shirt. A Guyanese black dude was not the fucking one, Marlon.
You fuck around, you go find out.
Yeah, so that was, I told Darwin, she was just like, for fuck's sake, you will wear these fucking things. I thought Glasgow would be the only safe space for you to wear my wild shit.
Yeah, no one's going to get too angry there, are they?
No, but a Guyanese black dude might be the only one who really
day
got...
2 of the festival.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, that thing's going to have to go back in the bag for the weekend. And yeah, that was pretty much Thursday, wasn't it? Really?
No, we went and cut around Shangri-La.
Oh, we did. Went for a little... Oh, yeah, we were fat. We were fucking pissed.
Yeah, so Lucy went home with the kids.
That's right.
Whatever,
and then Fun Wheel came back.
Then I clocked back in. And
put a shift in.
What did I think I walked her to the gate again and waved them off with a tear in my eye and a can of cider in my pocket. And then went back to tent, had more cider, got ready for the night, like hoodie. I was like, right, I'm out. Let's fill up.
I take off my small dad hat and put on my much larger drunken Will hat.
And yeah, then we all went to Shangri-La, didn't we? What did we do before that? Us lot. It was us, wasn't it?
Yeah, just us. It was us five.
Don't want to forget Catman. Was he there?
I can't remember.
I don't think he was. No,
I don't think he was.
I think he's working. I think he was working that night. So we went around Shangri-La. Me and you, I didn't realize how pissed I was that day. I was really pissed. And we went in the school bus.
We did.
Where it was like, bring down the establishment. Seize the means of production, man.
A Shell logo, and they'd just taken the S off and made it made it on fire.
It was all how bad everything was and how bad companies are and how capitalism's horrible. But me and Mark,
Decent merch, though.
we've got some merch. We got Sports Direct mugs that just say "not piss." They were 15 fucking quid.
Was it? I didn't ask how much. They're
Good mug,
15
though.
quid.
Solid
Are they good
mug.
mugs?
Yeah.
Good
They
mugs.
seem all right, yeah. I couldn't believe it. I never, ever buy shit like that, ever. But
It's funny.
Me and him both saw it. Like, we're having one of those. And then you stole something.
You stole a postcard.
The woman seemed so grateful that we were buying shit. She was like, no one had ever asked. She was like, what, for that? I was like, yeah. Oh, it's a sticker and a card and a label.
Wow, they fucked up a little bit because my whole mug was full of stickers, which they probably should have taken out.
That's what I mean. I don't think they'd ever sold anything.
That was their display mug for the stickers.
Well, it had the price one in it and everything.
I will share that not a spelling mistakes costlive.com, who that was the artist who did it. I didn't pay any attention to what the messaging was. All I just go to Shangri-La and I just immediately think capitalism bad, socialism good, free the whales or whatever it is they're campaigning for this week.
Lots of shagging.
Lots of sex.
Yeah,
and
there's a
weird
dark
stuff.
room.
Oh, and we went to or was that Friday? No, it wasn't. That was Thursday. We went to the we
Gay
did
bar.
because I was trying to upload the episode.
you suddenly remembered
outside
about-
the gay bar.
10:30 on Thursday night.
Fuck, we better get this fucking episode out.
I turn around to you two and go, I haven't uploaded the episode. And you're like, fuck. Luckily, I already had it kind of uploaded, but I hadn't written a description, which I still haven't filled in when time of recording. And I couldn't be bothered to make a fucking a thumbnail, so I just got someone take a picture of me and you looking very concerned with we're smashed uploading this. Sorry, Abby, your episode kind of got a bit of a fucking short one there. Yeah, and that was, and then we tried to get into the gay bar, but the queue was so long.
Massive.
Yeah.
So many puffs.
I'm just not that interested in men.
They're all queued up on a Thursday to go suck
Yeah,
dick.
all zigzag to get in.
And we were really. I think the thing is, it's gotten so popular that everyone knows about it, so everyone wants to go and just see the weird
Yeah, but on the
shit.
Wednesday when I went round, it was the same thing.
Really?
On Wednesday night, we went past there, and it was the same sort of queue. Yeah, because I remember thinking, that's mad for a Wednesday. People would be queuing up that much.
I guess
for
it's a one in,
something.
one out policy. The meat shack, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
I
There's-
can't remember
yeah.
if
That's in Block 9, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't remember if somebody told me or a security guard told me. Somebody said something about they had to go in
That's right.
the dark room. So there's a room
yes,
at the
I've
back.
heard of the
There's a
dark
room within a room.
Yeah,
And it's all dark. There's no lights.
Yeah.
And basically they're just shagging it.
yeah.
And he said, flip the lights on in the morning. So many Johnnies.
Which I'm quite impressed by. That's good. At least they're not spreading the HIV.
I
That's
did
the
hear
main
that
thing,
last-
because they're rife with it.
How many years has that been there for? The meat shack and all that. Because last year was the first time I heard about that room. That's that room in particular. Someone told me about that room.
It's
Been there forever. Was it new?
long time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, new to me.
And it's in exactly the same place.
Yeah, I don't really like bumming, so that's probably why I don't know it's there. I'd imagine. Maybe next year I'll give it a go.
And that was, and then we sort of trim around there, and then that was it.
That was it.
Was that it?
You got your famous pasty on the way home.
Oh, I've got this. There was this thing that I really enjoy, which is like Donella's, which is a local shop in town, and they've got like a fucking decent little couple bakeries on site, and both of them are on our way out. There's one inside the gate and there's one outside the gate. So if I was feeling real fruity, I got one inside, ate it, and then by the time I got to the next one, I had another one. Just a pasty for a £5,
When
mate.
he was telling me about this pasty, it's got a whole sausage in it, Marlon.
It's an all day
amazing.
It's an all day breakfast, but it's not shit out of a can poured into a pasty. It's a fucking
Decent.
whole sausage.
There's a whole sausage
And
in
actually, a
it.
£5 is not that bad down there.
That's cheap.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty
cheap. You
good.
ain't getting a pasty down there for less than £7.
No.
No, I had a extra large, and that was £7.50.
In where? In Donella's?
Yeah, no, so round the corner there was the Cornish Pasty Company.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're there. Oh, I didn't see
Well,
it.
no,
Oh, yeah,
I think it's called like Cornish Pasty something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't leave a Cornish Pasty behind.
No.
And that was the night I committed a hate crime as well. That was the Thursday night, I believe.
What happened?
Well, did you not hear about me commit? You were there, weren't you, when I committed that
Do you
hate?
know how many times I've said to you the last at Glastonbury, oh, what happened? You gone, you were there, like the AirPods. You said you found some AirPods, and I said,
Oh, yeah.
where was that? And you were like, you've picked them up off the fucking floor. You were there. And I said,
Have you still got that driving
I don't
license as
remember.
well?
Pardon? Yeah, still got the driving license. I'm going to post it back to her. Yeah. It's got, weirdly enough, it has her address on there. So
We'll put it in a an envelope
with some
couple of
doghouse
doghouse
stickers.
Yeah. Tickets to the event. To the hoedown.
She's from Liverpool, believe it or not.
Am.
Who would have thought? That was the night I committed that hate crime by Terminal 1. Accidentally committed a hate crime.
What happened, Reg?
Well, I do
remember.
I had my insulated cup with me because it keeps my cider cool.
That was spot on all weekend
It
as well.
was
That was big
genius.
brain move.
That was big brain move, and it had like the dregs of the last can in it, and it was a bit warm. And I went to flick it at a bin, a collection of bins, right? And I was absolutely out of my tree by this point, and very dark. I'll admit.
I was going to say, it was dark. That's a good.
Now it turns out that I didn't throw the dregs of my cider at some bins. It was actually, the colours of the bins, see, there's a black bin for general waste, there is a red bin for food, and there is a green bin for cans and bottles. Turns out it wasn't a bin.
But it was black.
It was a black security guard wearing green and red sat in a chair. And I was so drunk that I just fucking yeet. And as I walked past what I thought was a bin, I realised I just thrown my cider at a person. You know what the worst part about it was? Didn't even fucking blink. He just sat there, just being like, fucking hate my life.
Fuck these Glastonbury cunts.
Fuck these middle class fucking wannabe hippie cunts.
It's probably happening before that night.
I probably
You're not the
thought, that's
first
not
and
the
you won't be the
That's
last.
not the worst thing that's happened
Oh,
to
you
him.
didn't piss on him.
Exactly. And I literally turned around to you and the wife, and I was like, I just threw my cider at that man because I mistook him for a fucking bin. Couldn't believe I was so embarrassed I didn't even say sorry because I was like, what am I meant to say? Sorry, I thought you were a bin. Well, the bins are black, red, and fucking green, and you're wearing red and green, and you are a black man. So it doesn't really, it's one of those take the spade away from me jobs. I can't dig up. And that was Thursday, wasn't it?
I then went to, because my phone was on charge in your bag, wasn't it?
Ah, yes, it was.
And then when you left, I met Benjamin at the Avalon pub. What's the pub in the Avalon?
I think it's called the Avalon Inn.
Yeah, that's it, the Avalon Inn. Me and Benjamin and his missus went and had quite a few pints in there, actually. It was quite good fun. And then I think I went home after that. I walked them home. That was it. I walked them back their end and then I went home that night. So that was another long night. Good fun, though. Good to see Benjamin. He's working up there. Saw him a few times. Shout out to you. Got a lot of cigarettes off him too, which is good. I love bumming fags of other people. Cheers. I owe you.
Just gave up buying them.
Yeah. No, I had some in my pocket. No, I didn't.
Right. Should we cut a break before we get into the rest of the weekend? I thought after the break as well, when we finish doing our weekend, we give some advice as well because we did it last year. I feel like I've got a good insight now and got some good things to do.
Reckonings.
I got some reckonings of what to do and what not to do at Glastonbury or any festival.
So now Reg has hired a camper van once and been to Glastonbury again in the 21st century. He's now a fucking expert.
I am preach to everyone about how to do a Glastonbury. Right, I will cut a break. Before we do, a massive shout out to the AUTOMOVER. Marlon, the AUTOMOVER. Your favourite sponsor of all? Mainly because he pays the bills. Gentlemen, ladies, everything in between. Have you got a vehicle that needs moving around the countryside? Are you looking to buy a vehicle? Is it in the butt-fuck middle of nowhere? Can you not get the time off work? Can you not get somebody to drive you up there? Is the train fare just obscene? Or
is it a Land Rover?
Is it just a piece of shit that you're probably thinking this might not make it home and make my life incredibly difficult? Then you should get in touch with the sponsor of this episode, the AUTOMOVER. Has it got wheels? Has it not got wheels? Has it got two wheels? Is it a caravan? Is it a car trailer? It doesn't matter. If it can go on a tow hook or go on a trailer, the AUTOMOVER is the man you need to get in touch with. So, is it a long-term restoration project that needs to go off somewhere to have the mapping done, which everyone seems to be...
Or a retrim.
Or a retrim. Or any of these things where you're just like, it's not ready to do that thing yet. Or are you going on a track day and need the thing dropping off at the track day and taken back because your mate with the Eiffel Williams, who really promised that the trailer would be there and would be working, has just dragged out the nettles and realise that, the brakes are stuck on and the hitch isn't really working right and, the floor's a bit soft, mate. Yeah, no. Don't rely on your friend with a shitty Brian James. Get in touch with the AUTOMOVER. He's fully insured, he's reliable, and he's professional, which is the main thing.
No, you've forgotten the main thing.
Well,
Reg.
I thought you'd do the main thing.
80% off?
Live tracking.
Live tracking, so you can see where he is, track his progress. It is, there's a reason that all these delivery companies have it, so you can see where it is. You can
just so
sit there
easy.
in anticipation for your car to be received.
Have all the banners out ready, the balloons.
If the wife is hidden away, you've sent her off for a girls' weekend, so you can get it on and gone and out the fucking way before she even knows it's turned up on the drive. And not only that, if full walk-around video on collection if you're buying a vehicle, which is super important just to make sure it is what you think you're buying. Sam's been in the trade a long time. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's not some guy that's just turning up and picking up, that'll be all right. He's been in the motor trade for years and years and years now, so he is not going to go pick up a bag of snot for you. He is most
Not unless you want a Land Rover.
That's true. If you're buying a bag of ass, then he'll let you buy a bag of ass. But yeah, so if you're looking for a car that needs moving around, if you're looking for a man who can move a vehicle around the country, or a project or a trailer or anything, if it's got wheels or no wheels or two wheels, the AUTOMOVER is the man for you. Check him out with a link in the episode description using what in the vehicle description for 10% off?
ITDH.
There we go. Wonderful. Right, big up the AUTOMOVER for sponsoring this episode. We're going to go get a drink of the week, and we'll be back shortly. Love you, bye.
This prick's back from the fridge.
I'm back from the fridge. Marlon, what have we got?
I don't fucking know.
Sent it to us.
Healy's Special Edition or Oak Matured Cornish Cider.
Ooh, Healy. So Healy's are the ones that actually make Radler.
I thought they were the ones
Rattler.
made the shoes with the little wheels on.
I wanted some of them so bad.
Yeah, I never had any either. I had
My
such a
sister
deprived
did,
childhood.
but you weren't. The only place you could ever use them was like in Tesco's, and they banned them. So it's like,
Does the wheel deploy? Is it there all the time?
you
or
have
does
to
it
take it
flick
out. You have to take it out and put it in.
Oh,
It's like it snaps in and snaps out. I think.
So if you're healing or whatever, it's like you're scooting along Tesco, and then all of a sudden you got to stop. You got to walk on your tiptoes, have you?
yeah, you do. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not as like
That's
as almost,
really good
I
for
thought they'd like
posture.
James Bond, and it would just disappear up inside, and you could walk.
Yeah, and then it's got
normally.
missiles at the front.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then
Yeah.
smoke out the back.
Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, so this was brought down by Rich, but given to us by Rich, but donated by Lewis. Shag, I can't remember your fucking handle, so I apologise for that. So was it Healy's?
Special Edition Oak Matured Cornish Cider.
I ain't gonna
and
lie.
they've spelt cider wrong.
Oh, that's how they.
Is it with a
that's,
Y?
Oh, that's how they spell it down there
A bit
because
dyspraxic.
they have their own language. Oh.
Yeah, that no one fucking speaks.
Yeah, no one cares. Without any further ado, Marlon, read the marketing bullshit.
Here in Cornwall, fuck's sake, directly means mañana, but without the sense of urgency.
Mañana.
Mañana, for fuck's sake. Well, we quote Spanish as well. It's fucking cider. That's how we make our special edition oak matured cider. A very well balanced cider with a touch of sweetness and mouth-watering refreshment. A beautiful, lingering finish with hints of oak and tropical fruit.
Your dog's falling asleep with you reading the marketing bullshit.
I
mate.
am. It's a 750ml bottle and 6.2%.
Smells good, I won't lie. Does smell fucking good. Right, should we see what we think then?
Smell of that.
Oh, fuck, that is good. Oh, that
It
is...
tastes better than it smells. I'll
Oh,
tell you
it
that.
does taste good. All these times I've had like, special reserve vintage. And I'm like, it's always shit.
I like that a lot.
That is
I like
really
that a lot.
Oh, that's really nice. Got a bit of a twang at the end there, isn't it? But not a horrible farmhouse twang.
What percentage is he?
6.2.
Oh, that's why it's bloody nice.
Ooh.
I know my answer, and it begins with a F.
Cough. Oh.
I like that. It looks good in the glass. Tastes good. Nice aftertaste.
I
or
don't
whatever.
like that. I like a cider that's not from Somerset. But that is fucking good.
It's
Every
alright.
time people bring a cider down, I'm always like, I think I'm going to be very underwhelmed by this because I just like gold.
That's better than gold.
That is better than gold. The price
But
I
it's
expect-
6.2. So
and it- yeah.
I mean, it depends what you're after.
You
doesn't
can
it?
only buy it in a 750ml bottle.
It's a strange measurement.
Yes,
Must be a reason for it.
You have to go to the factory.
Did they get a deal on 750ml
I
bottles?
don't know. Yeah, probably. But fuck, that is good. That is really good. What are you saying, Will?
I'm saying 5. I think it's bloody brilliant. I love cider. I love that cider. I love it 6.2%. I love the smell. I like the colour. I like the taste.
Sweet,
I
isn't
like
it? It's
the bottle.
nice.
I like the label. I like
It's
everything.
light. Ever so light in colour.
Yeah. Quite bubbly too. It's
Yeah,
nice.
like quite very, quite really
I
quite
could drink
carbonated.
Lots of those.
That is,
but I
that's like
won't.
the champagne of cider, isn't it? That's how I call that.
What was it Healy's?
Healy's,
Which
yeah.
is who? Who does Healy's, did you say? I was
they
listening.
make Radler.
Well, Rattler.
Or whatever it is.
Okay,
I'm 99%
yeah.
sure
All
that
right.
they make Rattler.
That's not a bad thing, I suppose.
I will chat. I fucking ate Rattler.
I was being
but-
polite.
Yeah. Let me just check.
Cornish
Let me just Google that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they make Rattler. Yeah, I fucking ate that shit. But that's what, as soon as I saw it, I thought that's gonna be shit. But fuck, that is good. What did you say, Will? Did you say 5? What did you say?
I
4?
said 5.
I said 5.
I say 5.
The man from Batley, he say yes. Yeah, I gotta join him on that. I've been giving out 5s like they're fucking candy at the school gates recently.
Your camper van had free candy written down the side, didn't it?
Yeah, they wouldn't come though. Yeah, that's a 5. Marlon,
I mean, I don't really like cider. It's all right.
you've drank all fucking week at the Brothers Bar.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it? It's festival strength. It's all right. There's nothing that really stands out about it.
Okay.
It's not strawberry flavoured, so
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
probably at a 4.
4, right? Well, it's a 5 overall, but it's not the complete 5. So, yeah, right. Well, massive shout out to Rich for bringing it down, and Lewis for giving it to us.
Yeah, very nice.
very nice.
Bring more next
Yeah,
time.
more, please. There is another bottle in the fridge. Actually.
Good. So much for
There's not
dry
a lot.
July.
There's not a lot of the gold left. So if me and you can square that off, we'll get into the Heelys and get
Yeah,
weird.
Good.
Come the end of the episode, what you need to do? You go Glastonbury, right? is
Yeah, you dickheads. Get a camper and fuck off the glass.
Make sure you piss on someone's shoes. Right, before we get back into the episode, a massive shout out to our sponsor, ORLEIGH Fox. Listen up, hard-working men that are listening to this podcast right now. Are you doing your own books? Well, you shouldn't be. Have you got some fucking bloke that's just some absolute job's worth from the local town doing your books? Does he have any idea about what you do? Does he give a shit about what you do? Do you just give him the accounts and he just sort of mooches on through them? If he's not even ringing you up to question stuff about, is that, could we, I'm pretty sure that thing there is related to the business, so we could put that down as plant and machinery. That could go down as repairs. I think these are a lot of things that you're missing out on, because at the end of the day, if you can get it, if it's related to the business and you can prove it, then it's coming off the top and you can save yourself a lot in tax. The main thing is, it's not to dodge tax, but it's to pay the right amount of tax. And speaking to the people that I know, and especially speaking to Kieran, he says that the problem is with most people that either do their own books or have an accountant that doesn't really give a shit and you're just another line item on the bill, it's that you end up paying too much. That's the main problem, because nobody is there to fight your corner when it comes to paying tax and doing your accounts and
don't
going
care.
through the VAT. The guys over at ORLEIGH Fox, this is what they've built their business on, is being the accountants that actually give a fucking shit. Okay, maybe that's not their tagline, I won't lie. ORLEIGH Fox, the accountants that give a fucking shit. But these are the guys that they do, they
We get the stickers made up.
They do care. And you've heard Kieran on the podcast. He's a sound dude, He goes, he takes people out for breakfast and beers. So that's the kind of accountant you need.
You need them.
Yeah. So big up to Orley Fox for sponsoring this episode. If you are a self-employed person or you have a business and you're looking to change accountants, it's as easy as just emailing your accountant and just saying, Kieran from Orley Fox is going to be taking it from here. He will be looking after my accounts. No awkward conversations needed. No going around there and sorting out paperwork. It's just easy as one email. That's all you've got to do. And Kieran and the team can look after you from there on out. Can't speak highly enough about the guys. They are absolutely fantastic. I know so many people that have moved over to them and have said to me when I've seen them, Reg, Orley Fox, you weren't joking. Those guys are incredible. And, you know, like we were just saying off channel a minute ago, we don't promote people that we don't believe in and don't know personally, and you know have absolute faith in. We don't promote bullshit on this podcast, do we, Marlon? No. We might say a lot of shit, but we don't promote no shit. So, you know, big ups to the guys at Orley Fox for sponsoring the show. If you're looking for a decent accountancy firm for your VAT, your payroll, your accounts, everything, all of your tax needs, these guys have got you sorted. So big up to the guys at Orley Fox for sponsoring the show. Links in the episode description, links in the bio. You know where it is by now. Right, back into it. Friday, where the music starts.
Everything on Friday kicks it right off. So we're like everything. All the stages are on.
Go.
There's shit going on everywhere. There's twats juggling stuff. And
so for you jammy bastards that were camping, inside, it was rather easy because you were already in there.
Yes.
Us twats that were in our motorhome camping, we actually had to queue to get in every day because we are actually camped outside of the wire. So we have to go through the gates every day, get a pass in, get a pass out, and yeah, we did have to queue to get in and out every day, but it was never bad, was it? Most we waited was probably 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a long queue.
They got it on turnaround because they expect it.
Yeah, they know the
Did you get searched at all on the way in?
Molly got searched once, didn't she?
She did.
She did, because she looks like an absolute crackhead.
I think they picked the people with the smallest bags to search.
Yeah. So it looks like they're doing something, but they're not really doing a lot.
I think they're just doing a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, I think I've been searched once in the last 10 years of going in with sack trucks and stuff.
Yeah, I think
they've
I've
gone
been
through
once.
but they don't really
Once.
they don't really look that thoroughly at stuff. You know, they'll take stuff out and put it back in, but they don't really open and look.
It's not an airport bag search, is it?
No, I think again all it is just to show that they do have security, they do check people. They're not really that bothered. I think they could probably find a big bag of cocaine and just go, have fun. Give me a little bit.
I'll be having a spoonful of that.
They're not too bothered, are they? No, I just didn't know, because the other thing is if you go in and out loads with nothing, you've got less space to hide stuff, but like you said, it's quicker to search people, so they're probably more likely to say, let's just quickly have a look in your handbag.
Yeah, I think that was literally it. They literally just poked their head in there and was like, right, cheers, bye. Yeah, so Friday, it kicks off. The music starts. I can't remember what we did.
I can't fucking remember.
I was never picked. This is the thing. I think I was only quite drunk one night. That was when I committed the hate crime against a security guard. But I think most of the weekend, I was just drinking and moving so much that I just never got that drunk. And I drank an obscene amount of beer. I mean,
well, that Thursday night, because I had the kids all day, I didn't start drinking till like 8 p.m., but I was still going at sort of 4 a.m. So if you don't, like you said, if you're drinking all day slowly and walking and eating and stuff, it doesn't really have the same effect, does it? But in normal life, you don't do that. Well, most people don't. You go in from work, go to the pub, get fucked. If you were to drink all day at work, I think it's the same thing. You don't really, it just absorbs it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think I might be sacked.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah.
Can't remember who we saw on Friday. Do you have any idea?
No, we had the kids in again. I did Kids Field Friday morning. And then it
was Kate Nash, wasn't it? We saw.
Yeah, but that was in the evening.
What did we do in the day?
Dua Lipa was Friday.
Yeah, that was it. We left Kate Nash to go see Dua Lipa, me and the wife. Dula Peeps.
That's all we said all weekend. Dula Peeps.
She was great. I don't really know many of her songs. Obviously, I knew a few just from being alive.
Camilla Coconuts.
Well, we didn't watch Camilla Coconuts, did we?
Camilla Cabello was Saturday, I think.
Yeah, no, we didn't watch Camilla Coconuts.
Have a look. I'll get the lineup up.
Get the lineup up. I can't remember who we fucking watched.
Friday, Pyramid. Pardon me.
God, this is a good review, isn't it?
I can't remember anything. Dua Lipa. Who else?
I wasn't that pissed.
Idols.
No.
Sugar Babes.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
We went and saw the Sugar Babes.
The Sugar Babes.
Were fucking amazing.
You were up there singing your little heart out.
I was round, round, baby, round, round, spend the night on me. I don't need no man. Yeah, it was fucking. They were brilliant, and it was a fucking crime that they were on West Holt's.
Oh, they just shit organisation. Like, they've been going since, what did they say, 98?
That was a.
Why are they on such a small fucking field?
And it was
They
rammed.
shut it off.
They did. They shut down West Holt's because it was too packed.
Yeah, it's a big area as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and they were brilliant. I was like, they were fucking amazing. I was very impressed. Very, very impressed, actually.
And the man in front of us, Reg. Tubbs.
Tubbs, yeah.
Right, this cunt tried to piss in a cup 5 fucking times before he gave up and went to the toilet.
He looked
Stage fright.
such a gormless fuck.
Oh,
wasn't
stage
he?
fright. It wasn't because he was
Yeah.
that pissed. He just couldn't.
No,
Like, he was pissed.
he kept looking around. I'm like, mate, I don't give a shit about your dick.
I don't get stage fright. I could have pissed on the Sugar Babes. I was not worried. I'd let them piss on me. Mummy! Must yell with that fucking little beauty spot. God damn, I don't know what breed or creed you are, but I like it.
And then it was Anne-Marie after that. You go there?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
went there.
then we stayed. She was on the other stage, wasn't she?
The other stage.
Yeah. We went to go see Anne Marie.
Yeah.
Marlon's like, yes, we did.
Which one was she?
Can't remember, but she was good as
The
well.
blonde one.
Yeah, she was good. She was good on the other stage. We watched that. We watched her from from Ice Cream Corner, wasn't it? We watched her. Yeah, we had a little corner, didn't we? Right next to the ice cream van. It was quite nicely populated, and it was good. Yeah, I watched that, and then from there we went to go see
Kate Nash.
Kate Nash, and she was fucking nuts.
She was constant for an hour.
Well, actually, before Kate Nash was on, Haircut 100 was on, and I lost my fucking mind.
Reg was the only person in the field that has ever heard of them.
They were Love Plus One. Oh, I was losing it. Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, they were really good. But I was one of the very few people on the actual set on the lineup that I wanted to see, and we just sort of stumbled into them, and I was like, I was like, this is Haircut 100. Yeah.
Just before Kate Nash, though, in the Avalon field, there's only vegan foods. And I was like, I'm really hungry. I can't be asked to wander anywhere else. So I found
I forgot about this.
a vegan burger place.
Glad you remember.
Yeah, I haven't heard this. So yeah. No, I don't think so. Because I wasn't there, and I don't think I remember you telling me.
Oh shit!
What happened?
So Beth had a vegan burger.
Hang on. Wait for the howling to stop.
I'm sorry.
Beth had a vegan burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a vegan kebab.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't really want a burger full of, I don't know what this shit is.
Cardboard.
I was like, a
yeah.
kebab, I can do a kebab with some bit of stuff in it, some onions,
Yeah.
bit of stuff, bit of garlic mayo.
Right. Nice.
I sat
Can't believe
down.
you haven't heard this.
I had me kebab, and it was all right. Like, it wasn't the best thing in the world. I would have preferred real meat.
Yeah. It's always better.
But yeah, it was all right.
Which
And
was
then-
100 yards round the corner, I might add. All you have to do is leave the field, and you're like, we're back at the other stage. This is where all the other food
The normal
is.
food is.
I was there and I was hungry, and I was like, oh, that'd be all right, wouldn't it? So in the middle of Kate Nash,
Yeah. What
My fingertips are holding onto.
Oh, but I have not heard this. What, in the middle of the crowd?
in the middle of a sentence, talking to a mate of mine,
Oh my god.
and bleh,
Where did it go? On anyone?
yeah, on him.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck?
I used to say, listen to Kate Nash. Tom turns around and he goes, Marlon's just been sick all over his friend. I was like, well, that is something I didn't think I would hear today. I turned around and he's taking his shirt off. And
Oh, no.
Like, and I wasn't bollocks or anything.
No, so it just
my body just rejected vegan shit.
it was, that's what I first
That's
said. I said,
horrendous.
his body's just rejected like vegetables.
It's like, what is this stuff? Why are you eating healthy, you fucking bellend?
Oh, no. I did not know that happened.
Yeah, so I gave him my prototype T-shirt for the new stuff coming out.
Right, and said sorry.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. He found it fucking hilarious, thankfully.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, okay. At least it wasn't a random person or like a policeman or something, you know? It could have been worse, couldn't it?
Oh, it's so funny. I wish I'd have seen it. I didn't even take my eyes off Kate Nash. She just turned around and was like, Marlon's just been sick all over his mate. I was like,
cool.
Wow. Fuck me. Because I was like, I know, like, because I didn't know how matey had taken it. And I didn't want to like make more of a scene because it's like it's a fucking shit situation.
Yeah, you don't want to turn around
and the last thing is me to be like, not bad. And if everyone's like a real waspy about it, I was like, I'm just going to keep watching Kate Nash, and we will talk about this later, my friend. Yeah. So where did you go after Kate Nash?
We stayed at the same tent and watched Skindred.
Oh, of course, that was it.
I think that was one of the best things I saw all weekend.
Yeah, they were good.
You were so hyped for that as well.
Good.
Brilliant.
Well, last year we watched them on the Thursday, didn't we?
Yeah.
At Hell Stage, all us lot, and I'd never seen them before. And we left them. Everyone was like, "That was fucking amazing." So this year we all said we'll go back again, and they were on the Avalon stage.
Yeah.
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 And there was loads of room because nobody's really heard of them.
Yeah. Well, I turned up late because I'd gone out to take the kids home, and then come back in, and then met you there.
Yeah.
I think. And then, Reg, you weren't there then.
No, we gone off to see Dua Peeps.
Yeah.
Dua Peep. I can't remember. Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Even I can't remember the fucking name there.
But yeah, Skindred are really good.
And then Will pissed himself.
No, I'll tell you what happened.
What?
No, I didn't.
What am I learning right now?
I went and seen them in Skindred, and we was like you said, there was loads of room. I came in, found you finally, stood there, had a few ciders, watching them, and I just snuck off to have a little wee-wee. So I went up to the railway line and took a while, come back, and I could tell they were just finishing, and I thought, I'll just sit on a bench and just wait and have a few ciders. Message Lucy, because she was trying to find me. And I met a bloke called Simon, my mate Simon.
It was very nice.
I sat next to this bloke on this tree stump, and I said, "Can I sit here, or do you not like people?" And he goes, "No, you're all right, sit down." So I sat down, I was chatting to him for a bit, and then this lot come out, and I felt this dripping on the back of my ankle. Well, that's bloody weird. What's that? I was chatting. It's a mid-conversation. I thought, I'll ignore that. I don't know what it is. To be fair, I was fairly, but I mean, I had been out to the pub, and when I went out to drop the kids at home on the way back in, so I was pretty pissed at this point. Anyway, it turns out I'd sat on a cider can in my back pocket on a bench, and it and was seeping through my clothes and dripping on my ankle. So I stood up and apologised to my mate Simon. He might be listening, actually. We gave him some stickers and told him to give it a listen, didn't we? Yeah. It was his first festival. That it was his first time at Glastonbury.
Oh, really?
So obviously I had him under my wing when you turned up, and I was telling him all of the things that could happen to him and to take care and whatnot.
I met a man called Will. He was quite the Glastonbury mystic.
Yeah, and then Lucy turned up because she got lost, so Lucy came and joined in.
Who's Lucy?
My wife. My wife, yeah.
The amount of times I made that joke. My wife? Look at
Well, on a Wednesday, I was introducing, because she's never met anyone, really. I think
I met her a few, sort of vaguely met her in passing.
Vaguely a little bit, but she's never really met all the Doghouse lot. And for the last few years, all she's heard is Doghouse this, Doghouse, events, piss-ups, pubs. Whose birthday is it? Ask someone from the Doghouse. Doghouse has basically been a just get out jail free card. But what are you doing? Oh, don't worry, it's just Doghouse stuff. So she was quite excited to meet everyone. And so, yeah, she hung around with us quite a bit and had a bit of a laugh. But yeah, on the first day, I'm not very good at introducing her to people. And I kept introducing her to people that I'd already introduced her to by mistake. And then it became a bit of a thing. And then people were saying, Will, who's like Jess was like, well, have you going to introduce me to your wife? And I didn't realise she was joking. I was like, so sorry, this is Lucy. And they were just both laughing. So the whole weekend, I was just introducing Lucy to people time and time again. So,
I remember I at one point, I smashed, I think, or somewhat fucking inebriated. I think I introduced her to you. I was like, well, have you met your wife, Lucy?
Oh, lovely. Yes, she looks nice. I should marry her. Yeah, so she had fun. But yeah, I don't know what happened after Skindred.
So we went down to the Brothers Bar.
Again?
Oh, that's it. 'Cause it was just me, you, Beth, and Lucy, wasn't it?
Back to the scene of the crime.
That's it. Back to Brothers.
And we just had the one. And then we went to Terminal 1.
Oh, this is the Terminal 1 evening.
Oh, yeah. I didn't manage to get in there. I'm gutted.
This was weird as fuck. So it's a bar but there's an experience. Did you say an experience?
Yeah.
So an artistic experience.
Yeah, very autistic.
A political statement.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to queue up for a little bit. You get in the first door, and then I think there was 6 of us in there.
Yeah,
Like
and this is like 1:30 in the morning. It was quite late, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And we were all like peak pissed, like proper fucked upness.
Have you seen a tall man? He threw a cider at a security guard just outside yesterday.
And it's like border control, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole
So
thing. Yeah,
they ask you questions from the UK citizenship test,
yeah.
which we all got wrong first. And then they asked us another question.
So they threw you out of the country.
But they took it very seriously. As soon as you walk in, there's a guy behind, like just set up like an airport, and he says, "Right, come in, shut the door." And then he says, "Take your hat off." And when me and Marlon were sort of giggling because it was obviously we were supposed to all just stand there quietly,
Be serious.
and we were sort of giggling. And he asked me to take my hat off, and I did. And it was all very silly fun because we were just like little school kids. And there was a girl in there that wasn't in our group, and he looked at her and said, "Right, you can go through now." So she goes through the door, goes through the door, and I think one of us says, "Why? What happened?" He said, "What?" She said, I had to stand here for 15 minutes before I could go through, and my 15 minutes is up, so I got to go now." And so we were like, "Fuck, this guy obviously doesn't fuck about and makes people like stand and wait and stuff." But yeah, carry on. The questions were quite hard, weren't they?
Yeah, I can't remember what they were.
Well, mine was a true and false sort of thing. So he said a load of shit I wasn't really listening to and said true or false, and I just went false. And then he said, "No, that's not right. Go out that door."
Well, you started giggling, talking shit to him, and then he ejected you.
I was being a bit of a gobby twat, believe it or not. So he said, "Go out that door, open the door, close it behind me," and realised I basically just, this is like a fire exit. I was just out back at the beginning.
You just got thrown out.
We've just queued in. We've queued for like 20, 25 minutes to come in here. I've left all you lot in there. So I walked round to the back where we went to go in again, and I said to one of the other security guards, "I've just been kicked out. Can I go back in this way?" He goes, "Did you get a question wrong?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, and then this guy sort of laughed. He was like, just climb over that little bit and carry on up. And by this point, you guys had all
we'd been allowed
upstairs
through.
It sounds very much like neither of you guys went, did you? Dismaland, if anyone who's listening
I
went.
did Dismaland, and I said that because they're like exactly people that
They're
are trained
brutal.
actors.
Yeah.
And they are brutal. They don't fuck about. That's why I got kicked out, because it was just we were being very silly. You should have been kicked out too, really.
They called me, I was wearing a check shirt when I went into Dismaland. They called me a shit lumberjack. The fucking... Oh, sorry, you probably didn't hear that, listeners. One of the badges just fell off one of the pumps. It's fallen apart in here. Join the Patreon.
So then we went upstairs into like the security bit.
That's it. It's all set up like an actual airport,
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
you've got your little scanner and you've got your trays. We had to all take our shoes off. So Beth goes through, no problem. Makes her squat and tells her to get out of the way. Put my shoes in the little tray. He tells me to turn around, put fingers up in the air and stuff. And then he throws my shoes the other side of the room. Now, to get to my shoes, the whole floor is covered in little broken up rocks, stones.
Yeah.
So I had to walk across all that with no fucking shoes on. How did you get on, Will?
Well, I can't remember. I remember this, but what I do remember vaguely was that the bit where you had to take your shoes off, they didn't make. Oh, they did. I had took my shoes off, got to the little bit with the stones behind you, where they launched yours, but he didn't launch mine. He gave them to me, and I was unaware of the gravel. Although I'd seen it all happen, I just didn't compute in my brain that it was gravel. So the other side there was some seats. So I thought I'll walk over there and put my shoes back on. And then walked across and was like walking on a Lego and just went, now I understand what's going on. It's ridiculous. I felt like such a dick, but I was just not paying much attention to everything, to be honest. But it was fucking good fun in there. It was hilarious.
There was some sort of political, social statement about asylum seekers or immigrants coming to this country.
So then we go to the next level. And it's set up like the waiting gate at the terminal.
Yeah.
And there's just some strange
straight
woman.
Straight to Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I didn't fucking find it. There was just a strange woman in there making some weird noises, so we just moved on. And then he sat us down in this other room, and he was like, "What do you know about Rwanda?" And I was like, "Ah, yes, The genocide. What did he say?
I can't remember. I remember you saying that.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah. Oh.
He was hoping that you were going to be like, oh yeah, we're on about sending all the illegal migrants over to Rwanda, and it's really bad. And you were like, yeah, God, what a machete fest that was back in the 90s. Up the Hutu.
But that's what he went on to. He was like, oh yeah, why are you sending your asylum seekers over there? I was like, I don't want them there. And he was like, yeah, that's it. See you later.
And you just said that late through. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an experience. That was
funny. Like I said, I vaguely remember bits of it, but I was fairly gone by that point. We really should have got you in, Reg. I reckon. We tried to go in, didn't we, the night after?
It was shut,
and they just closed it. The bar was still open, but the experience bit wasn't.
I bet it'll be there every year by the sounds of things. It's quite a big thing that they built, and I assume they've not invested in that infrastructure not to have it there. So.
No.
But yeah, no, we were at Dua Lipa at that point, and that was really good. We managed to find ourselves really close to the front somehow. Don't know how. But I don't really know many of her songs, but yeah, it was really good. Really good. I don't give a fuck. Oh, she was miming. I don't think she was. She put on a hell of a show.
She's quite nice to look at as well, isn't she?
Yeah. It was, they're half-mast. No shagging in the van, what van's wobbling, wife's gobbling. But yeah, it was really good. I thought Dua Lipa was really good. And then from there, I think, we went on bed-ish, I think. Can't remember. Long day, lot of cider. And then it was, we're on a Saturday now, aren't we? Yeah. Is that right? And then what the fuck did we do?
We went and sat in the Pyramid Field for a bit.
Yeah, we did. What did we watch on the Pyramid Field?
Keen, when we met you, Keen were on.
Yeah, that's right.
Saturday.
Yeah. Was it Cyndi Lauper?
Yes. Yeah,
And
she was
fucking awful.
awful.
I don't think where we
God
were.
alive. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but I like all matey stuff, you know me. And I was like, this is fucking wank. Yeah, that was on Saturday, wasn't it? I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the lineup to jog my memory as to what the hell happens.
And then Keen was on.
Keen or no?
They were all right.
I can't remember Keen. I
think when me and Lucy come to meet you, and you were sat with Greg at the top of the pyramid by the ice cream van.
Yeah.
That was Saturday, wasn't it?
That was right.
We turned up with mac and cheese.
Yes.
That day. That was Saturday.
You did. Yeah.
But that's when Keen were on.
Yeah.
And where did we go after that?
Coca Cabana.
Oh, Camilla Cabello.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. That was all right. I mean, I listen to country music, but she was all right.
Who was it? Who was it that hated it? It was with us. I think it was Catman and Rich, or two people were like, that was fucking shit. And if we were like, I was like, well, didn't enjoy it as much as some people, but I wouldn't say
that
it
was something
shit.
else.
Was it?
That was something else.
Was that not Camilla Cabello?
No, because I thought
Tiny little thing, isn't she? She's only small. I mean, I know she was far away, but on the cameras and stuff,
She was ever small.
just wanted to pick her up, put her in my pocket.
What was? I can't remember where the fuck we were, to be honest.
That was the other stage, by the ice cream corner.
Oh yes,
Wasn't it?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, it was
Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what we did from that point onwards, to be honest, but we sort of waffled around.
Avril Lavigne, was that Saturday?
Oh yeah, no,
Sunday.
then it was the streets.
The streets.
Oh,
The
that's
streets,
it.
and
they were the
good.
best people I saw, I reckon.
And you were watching them while having a shit.
I
if
was in
remember.
in the queue for the toilet, and then I did a little. It's in the Discord, so even more reason to join. There's a video of me on the toilet watching the streets.
Living the dream.
But he just gets it, doesn't he, Mike Skinner?
He's in the crowd.
He's got the assignment totally. He's on about being down Block 9 later on or whatever. He's on about having fun, and he's obviously been to Glastonbury loads. And he's one of those people that you occasionally get at Glastonbury that go every year, whether they perform or not. They get in the crowd with people. They understand what everyone's there for. Whereas Camilla Cabello, she could have just done that set anywhere, and it would have been the same. It wasn't really customized to Glastonbury.
Oh no,
it?
it was Camilla Cabello. Yeah, she was shit
with the skateboarding. and the
she got
bikes.
a fucking half pipe out.
Yeah. Maybe it was you that said she was shit.
No, I remember now.
Where the fuck did I go?
You had to go
during
to your sister's to get your cider, and you were gone for ages.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was why.
You were gone for like an hour and a half.
Why did I disappear?
Yeah, she was fucking awful. I remember now.
That was it. Because I'd taken 4 crates with me, and come the Saturday, I drank 5. Well, I took 4 crates and a crate of Stella, and by Saturday afternoon, mid-afternoon, I drank 50 cans, which I thought was pretty good going. But so sort of preempting this, I'd rang my sister and be like, you're out the festival, pick me up a crate of Thatcher's can. She said, yeah, no problem. So she did. But I had to go get it from her because she wasn't going to cut it around the festival. I didn't expect her to do that. And then she was staying in family camping, you see. And I'd worked there in the past. That was where I used to work. So I knew roughly where it was. But they had sort of, quite wisely, I think, paedophile-proofed this place. And they took one look at me and thought, nonce. Well, no, it wasn't that. What it was I knew where it was. I could even see it, but I couldn't work out how to get in there because they sort of put the entrance sort of back on yourself and then round again and through some hard fencing. So it wasn't obvious. And I walked round that fucking field twice and I asked the same people twice, how do I get into family camping? Now, looking back on it, that screams the word paedophile.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get into family camping to see my sister. She's got some cider for me. Yes, of course she does, sir. Right, that way. Led me round and round. And in the end, I came back to this one security guard. She had no teeth, bless her. And I was like, look, I'm serious. I'm not taking a piss. I really need to get into family camping.
I need a child now.
Yeah, I'm gagging for some children.
Call me Preacher Reg.
Yeah, and she was like, I was like, my sister's in there. I've been ringing her. She knows I just can't work out how to. Oh, shut down there, left. She's like, you told me second left a minute ago. Yeah, I know. I told you second left.
She was just fucking with Joel, mate.
In there, first left, round on yourself and up there. And yeah, I got in. I got my cider and then continued to make a load of jokes about like, they really have nonce-proofed this field. This is good. So much better than it used to be. It was like, come one, come all for the kiddie fuck fest. And I was like, this is very difficult to get to. You've done a fucking... I don't know where you told the guys on the gate to keep an eye out for fucking weird-looking blokes, but they've done a damn good job at keeping me out, but I found my way in. Now I've got you all fenced in.
Wearing a shell suit.
Yeah. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Yeah, so I got my cider. I got back. I finally made it back to you guys, like halfway through the streets.
Yeah, it was a long time though.
But so I drank all my cider.
We did wonder if you got distracted by something.
No, nothing. I was just distracted by
A
trying
little
to.
butterfly.
Yeah.
I was there like rattling on the fucking gates. Let me in. Yeah. So yeah, that was that, and yeah, that was Saturday. Wasn't it?
No,
Coldplay.
Coldplay. I mean, I hate Coldplay. I hate Chris Martin.
I don't care for it, but it was a fucking show.
Hell of a show.
What a show.
I don't know how many times they can do Glastonbury though before people get a bit like seen it before.
Somebody said
we were bored about fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody said to me
it.
the other day, was like, Emily is fucking Chris. Like 100%.
I mean, there's got to be a reason.
I don't know. Maybe they're cheap. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But
it pulls the crowds in. That's the reason. People love it.
They are
It's
good.
It's
It wasn't
family
that
friendly
busy,
for
though.
kids.
And you know all the songs,
it
don't
was
you?
quite busy. Elton was busier.
Yeah.
Elton was mad.
But I've been there. Motorhead was busier.
Yeah.
What's the other ones?
Metallica.
Paul McCartney. Metallica was rammed.
The thing with Coldplay, even though their music might not be great, the display of the lasers.
That was cool.
The lasers.
To any bloke who just likes fire and lasers and explosions is like,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
And all
Yeah.
the little writbands.
all the
Yeah.
wristbands and all that. Have
Did you keep yours?
No, I didn't. I gave it back. I should have taken the double A's out of it. I should have done that because literally snap the back off, take 2 double A's out. I mean, fucking hell, you should see the amount of bloody charge cables we got upstairs for all of our fucking toys. Save me a $5, that would have.
Hopefully mine in the bin.
Yeah,
It didn't go on. It didn't work anyway. It's broken as soon as I got it. Piece of shit.
And if you held it up at a certain angle,
it went off.
it stopped working.
Yeah, keep your palm flat and facing down at about a 45. Yeah, it worked.
It'd go off.
Hail!
Every time you heiled, it'd go off.
I couldn't get over how big the lasers were.
They were
The green lasers, I
mental.
looked over my shoulder towards like Shepton and I thought they had lasers coming from Shepton to the pyramid.
No,
they
we
were
can't
that
afford
far. They were miles.
It was
nuts. Mad. Yeah, it was good. But it is the same every time, isn't it, Coldplay?
Yeah. Huge show.
But they have such a gap. They've got like an 8-year gap, whatever, between each one, haven't they? It's not like every year. It's long enough that
they
people
did.
forget. 2016 was the last one.
Yeah, because luckily I missed that.
That was the first time I'd seen them and I was really like suckered in by it. I was like, that was amazing. I'm like, I've got my goosebumps all sticking out. That was really impressive. But yeah, this year I was like, nah, seen it before. It's impressive, but let's go somewhere else.
Yeah. I think that was us then, wasn't it?
Corrupt
that
FM.
was-
We went to see Corrupt FM.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You guys, did you go? Where
You went to Arcadia, so we
That's
split
right.
then, didn't
Yeah,
we?
you went off to Arcadia, and then me.
Ah, yes. We never made it to Arcadia.
No, you went to Woodsies and led on the floor with some hypno music.
Yeah. That was very strange.
And then me, Dahl was absolutely keen to go get weird in the southeast corner.
Yeah.
She was like, let's go get fucking weird. And I was like, okay, you fucking lunatic.
Ah, yes. The meat locker.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we went all the way to Shangri-La, didn't we? It was shit. Yeah, all the way to Shangri-La.
Greg was with us too.
Greg was with us,
Yeah.
Mixmaster G, the one that
Because I wanted to
masters all
watch
these episodes.
Corrupt FM. I want to watch them every year because I think they're fucking great.
I didn't even know where we were going. I just thought, I was like, we've just stumbled into Corrupt FM. This is amazing. We got right to the front.
Well, we missed the one on Thursday.
Yeah.
At 6.
Well,
So
that
I wanted to
would've-
go out, and Lucy, we couldn't make that one. So, and then she was the one at Coldplay. She was like, "Let's go. You want to see him? Let's go." And I was like, "No, I don't want to. I don't really mind. It's gonna be so busy. I can't be asked with the people." So
To be fair, we trimmed on before the end of Coldplay,
yeah,
didn't
Chris
we?
was still thanking everyone for being amazing and saying thank you to Mother Nature for Earth and hugging trees and
bullshit.
fucking doing yoga
So
on stage.
let's get down there before the railway gets too rammed and they just shut the fucking southeast
Yeah.
off. And we got down there a good time,
We were
didn't
half
we?
an hour before they come on, so we went danced to Usher next door, didn't we? And he
Yeah.
had a kudos stage for a bit.
Yeah.
And
Stuck
then
to the floor.
But Corrupt FM weren't that busy. We got quite close to the front.
And then we turned around and we were like,
People were everywhere.
holy
Yeah, they were
shit.
fucking good though. They
and
were
there
good.
was a smoke machine like right next to like our ankles. So me and Will started fucking with it, just like putting our toe in it, like trying to stop it. And then we were like, "Stop it! Stop that! No, you're gonna break it!" We're like, "Yeah, fuck you, stupid smoke machine.
Mosh.
Bring down the government." Yeah, they were good. And then just got trimmed up. Well, wow, that was when I made my other faux pas of the weekend.
I'm trying to remember.
Basically, I needed a wee, and I tried to get through, and I've always worked out at Glastonbury where the urinals are. People just naturally queue where it's easiest, but if you use your fucking brain and go to the bit where people are least likely to go to, there's often a shorter queue. So if you're staring at the long drops, go around the back of the long drops.
Common sense, people.
Literally, when me and you went up, Doll wanted to go for a fucking shit or something. So I just grabbed her. I was like, follow me. Just come with me. We went round to the urinal queue. I was like, look, there's no queue around here because they're all fucking
Gosh.
queuing out the bloody
They're
track.
fucking lazy.
Yeah, so I went to the urinal queue and I was like, nah, fuck this. Watch this. So I just like trimmed up the side of the, I was sort of trimming on up the side of this urinal queue. I know that was it, the side of the long drops. I thought I was going to squeeze in around the back of the urinal, but it turned out where I was going just sort of came to an arrowhead next to the long drops. And I was like, well, it's like discreet. No one knows I'm here. If anyone's looking over, it just looks like I'm in a long drop. But the problem was the bloke next to me was like, "You're right." I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "No one's going to notice if I piss here, are they?" He was like, "Well, I'm noticing." And I'm like, I said, "I'll be honest, mate. I couldn't give a fucking shit what you think." And anyway, he's pissing in the long drop. And I'm just pissing next to him, but I'm just pissing onto the concrete floor. And he was like, "You do realise that you're pissing on my shoes, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." Again, I couldn't give a fucking shit, mate. And he was like, "That is really gross." And I just turned around to him. I was like, "Aren't we all?" Just fucked off.
You came back and told us a story. We looked at your wellies and your wellies were soaking.
Absolutely.
Like you had been splattering piss all over your wellies.
Everywhere. Oh, and that was another thing. That was another urinal incident. God, I get into some situations. I ended up sucking someone's cock. I was in the urinals, and they've got these they got that sort of perforated underground pipe in there, cut in half to stop cups and shit wedging up the drain pipes, which makes sense. I thought it was quite ingenious when I looked at it first. And the first time I went in there, I was desperate. And of course, you know my Japs. I went out there, I was like a 1-inch ball valve just opening, and I just fucking let it go. And I was pretty pissed. And it was just boring on there. And the bloke next to me just keeps on looking over at me. And I'm just drinking my can. I'm looking over at him, looking at me, and I'm like, bro, it's just a circumcised dick. Like, shalom, brother. Dickhead. And I walk out of the urinals and I look down at my black shorts and they are spattered in piss. And I'm like, Oh,
You pissed all over him.
he's on my right-hand side, and there's a lot of piss on my right thigh. I've just pissed all over this man, and he's been too polite to say anything. Either that, or too terrified by what I might do, i.e. just piss on him directly. I was like, can I just go for a wee without causing a fucking... The other one in the long drops, which I find is a great game to play, is if there's another bloke on the other side, the best part is if you're facing each other, but if he's smaller than you, just peer over while you're pissing.
I was going to say, it was funny on the first night, I think.
They're designed...
You went to the long drops and me and Dole was stood just waiting for everyone. And your head, as we look down, you can see the tops of people's heads as they're stood weeing or sat or whatever. And your head is like head and shoulders above the wall. And you're just grinning at us. And the guy opposite, you just start looking at him. And
I'm to make eye contact with someone, even if it's the woman shitting over from me. I'm like, hello there,
you
dear.
missed a bit. Have another wipe.
When it goes red, that's when you stop. Yeah, I was. It's a game of. It's a game of strength when you're.
It
in
is
the
annoying.
urinals.
You can't just piss in the hedge, and I know why you can't do it. But in our day-to-day life, we piss in hedges and we just do whatever.
I think it's just the massive
So-
amount. If 250,
I know
people
why, but
piss
it's
in the
just
hedge-
annoying for people that live outside and live in the country who do just wee in places.
The
It's so
urinals need to be
annoying.
better set up. Did you go to the ones by the other stage?
Awful.
Yeah.
So it is just a full row of nettles
Yeah.
and then a full row of urinals.
And then there's a
Yeah.
man
There's
there.
everyone pissing in the nettles.
And then there's a man. No, but it's busy. There's a man there stopping you doing that. So he's basically staring at shaft. That's all his game is. His job is to stare at dick all day and stop you pissing in the nettles. If you're pissing in the nettles, he's like,
Think about it better. Put another
Well,
set there.
They used to have the green police. Do you remember them? They
We
used
were
to-
we
it
were
was like
discussing this the
a
other
load
day.
of
They sacked them all.
do-gooders, and they had like horns and loads of noisy instruments. And if you were caught weeing against a fence or a hedge, they would come up and make a load of noise and make a load of
And
attention. And basically,
they take a picture of you from behind. You get put up on some wall somewhere.
and give you a bollocking for it. But they haven't been there for the last few years
No.
for some reason.
Probably due to sex crimes, I'd imagine.
Probably, yeah.
It's all the people that just want to stare at cock.
Cock.
Yeah. Who was it who saw someone shit on the other stage or pyramid?
Oh, that was last year at Elton John. I actually wasn't. It was Lucy and all our lot were waiting for Elton to start last year, and it was fucking packed last year. And we were quite far down in the crowd. I disappeared off to do something because it was like half an hour before he was on, and everyone was waiting, and we were sat on the floor and just all chilling, or they were. And basically, Lucy said she looked across and she was sat on the floor, and the girl 10 feet away was cruppied down with her pants down. And Lucy thought, oh, she's having a wee. That's a bit gross. But I kind of get it because it's a long way to the toilet and blah, blah, blah. And we're at Glastonbury and it's the last day and we've all been here before, knows what happens. So it's fine. She didn't. She did an actual curled out a poo on the fucking floor. So Lucy obviously bingoing people next to her, elbowed them and was like, fucking look at this. So by that point, everyone's looking. And this girl did not give a fuck. She curled out a poo on the floor. I don't know if she wiped. I'm not sure.
Oh.
All I remember was that when she stood up and turned around and looked at it, she got an empty paper cup and put it on top. Like the game where you got 3 cups and a ball and you moved them all around and you got fingers
Wow,
on.
which
Just
one?
like chase
It
the
was
lady
like that, but with
a
an
nug.
actual shit, which is
Oh.
fucking gross. Fair enough, southeast corner at 4 a.m, have a shit in
Do
the
what
hedge.
you want.
But in
Yeah.
the middle of Elton John,
No.
at like what,
On a
9 o'clock
Sunday?
on a Sunday when there's family and kids and stuff, that's pretty gross. But
Don't
yeah,
be doing
it
no
was
poos on
fucking
the pyramid
horrible.
stage.
And then I got back and they were all like, you want to have a guess what just happened? And obviously I was like, I don't know
It's
what.
Glastonbury. It could be
I haven't got a
anything.
clue. Yeah, it's disgusting. But yeah, I didn't see anyone poo this year.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And then Sunday. We're on Sunday? Or are we on Sunday?
Yeah, we're on Sunday.
We're on Sunday. I can't remember what we did Sunday. Shania Twain was pretty much first on the roster. She kicked ass. She was good.
I was going to say she didn't impress me much, but yeah, she was all right.
I've always liked Shania, and she did a good set, and she sang well. She had a few mic troubles, but she was fucking shit up, wasn't she? I really enjoyed that. And then, I don't know what I am, and I'm not a lot of things, but I tell you what I am, Marlon.
Fucking emo.
I am a skater boy. I will see you later, boy. Fucking Avril.
She was so good.
Yeah, she should have been on fucking Pyramid.
She kicked.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, she should have been.
Ass.
Yeah. Also, where we were stood,
wasn't really Avril Lavigne. Can we all admit that? That it's not really her. She's been replaced many years ago by a body double. But anyway,
Why? Why?
I am an Avril Lavigne truther, Marlon. All right, just leave me. This
You're
will be my. This is
fucking
the
faggot.
next. When Mule's next on, we're gonna do the Avril Lavigne conspiracy because he believes as well, much like I do. Jet fuel can melt a lot, but it can't melt my belief that Avril Lavigne is not fucking real.
I think it was her. It's still there. Anyway, it was busy, wasn't it? And as we turned around and looked behind us,
it was cute all the way
everywhere,
up on the railway track.
the railway. People were looking through little gaps in the hedges and stuff. She was really good.
She was really trying to get the fuck out of there. Jesus Christ!
What the mess! It was so busy. Like that's the second. I think they've over the weekend they had quite a few stage fuck ups.
Trying to get from Shania to Avril was just hell on earth, wasn't it?
Well, I went via the Brothers Bar on my own. You remember?
Did, yes. I think you remember. I'm going to go get a pint. And your missus was like, fucking just whatever. It's Sunday.
Would you like another repeat, Will?
We went to the Brothers Bar for lunch, me and Lucy, and I got 4 pints of Brothers in a little holder.
Oh, that was so funny.
And then we left, and she said, I want some food. So I said, look, I'll sit here. You go get food. All I want to do really was sit down with some cider and just drink and people watch. So she went off and got food. I said, when you find food, message me a photo of the menu and I'll see if I want anything. I'm not really hungry. So I sat there and drank quite a few Harrys. One accidentally fell over. I still think she believes that I just drank it and said it fell over. But honestly, one of them fell over.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was owed a pint because of that. But after Shania, we all go to Avril. And I tried to get I kept going around to people going, do you want Brothers? We have Brothers. All I needed was one person to be like, yeah, let's go. But I went on my own.
I did want to go, but I knew
it was
that
also geographically from Pyramid to other isn't anywhere near Brothers, so it was like the other direction.
It's West Holts,
It's horrendous. So I went and got 2. I thought 2 would be nice. I can carry 1 in each hand, drink them as I go. I'm walking back to the other stage for Avril, and they've shut their way in because it's so busy. They've closed the way by the Vodafone bit, and you got to go left up to the railway, down to like Catman's bit, and then come back in. So I thought, well, that's fine. I'll just drink my cider as I'm walking. I don't think I've told you this, but I was walking down the railway line with these pints, and I just felt a little fart come on. So I thought, I'll just squeeze that out. Honestly, I don't know where it came from. Gravy came out. So I'm there, and there's people fucking everywhere. Like,
I don't know where it came from. 5 days of being on Brothers Cider. I can't believe I nearly pooed myself.
Oh my God. You know when you're going to shit yourself.
I know, yeah. You're like, what?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was like, I didn't even think about it. I just thought, I'll just release my little valve to get that out. And it just instantly went, oh no. So I was clenching, thinking, fuck. And I'm walking along thinking, okay, I can't go back to like you lot like this. Luckily, I had some bog roll on me because I had the bag with some stuff in. So I thought, fuck, I better go to the toilet. I can't go back and watch Avril with shit down my fucking dribbling out my shorts, don't I? So I carried on, and obviously at this point, it was...
You know the title of this is Will Shits Himself at Glastonbury?
You know how busy it was at the other stage. That's why they diverted everyone, because it was so busy.
It was mental.
We were next to the compostable toilets and everything, weren't we? So I thought, I've got to go to compostables to do this, because you've got a bit more space. There's going to be quite a major clean-up here.
Big clean-up op.
Also, I want space to put my 2 ciders. I'm very precious of my ciders. I told you I lost one earlier. I was really upset. I got these 2 that I'm sort of drinking and spilling a bit. Anyway, I queued up in the compostables, and the queue was horrendous. And the queue for the long drops was... The whole place was fucking chock-a-block. It was for someone who's just shat themselves, it was too fucking busy. And
Did you say, excuse me, I've actually just shat my pants.
In your situation, I probably would have done the same. But look, I know we're all very desperate, but I have just shit myself.
Do you know what I was worried about?
And if that was me, I'd be like, mate, front of the fucking line. Front of the line.
I
We've
was
all been
worried
there.
it was going to be visible from the back. I thought, if I don't get this done, it's going to seep through, and I'll actually, from behind, someone will go miles away, he's shat himself. So I was time was really not... Anyway, so I was right next to Catman's bit that I went on to on Wednesday, and I met a few of his people. So I thought, maybe I'll go back there and see if he's working, see if he can, I don't know, like help somehow, or be like, I've got a Portaloo, I don't know, somehow. So I went down there, again, all the time I'm clenching, trying not to
Clenching, balancing 2 points.
but also trying to be normal and like, hi.
I'm such a laid back dude.
I go to his place and I can't see him and I don't recognise anyone from the anyway. I say, is Catman here? And they go, no, he's finished his shift. He's somewhere else. So I was like, fuck. And then I clock by the very end of railway line, there's gate 4 or something. It comes out by the chicken farming bit, like end of the line. Security guards there, and there's 2 portaloos, and there's like 3 women waiting outside. And I noticed one come out and go in. It's a disabled portaloo, normal one. So I basically think, oh, thank fuck for that. So I went over to queue up, and I was like, time is ticking on now. Been clenching a while, and there was 2 of them being used, and luckily I managed to get in one of them and sort it out. But for a bit, I was like, I'm not queuing. If I queued in the queue, I would have been no
Done.
good. And actually, one of the security guards came out from around the corner and said, you can't use this one, it's for disabled people only.
You went, not invisible.
I wasn't drunk enough to sort of say anything like that. He put a padlock on it, so then we're down to one little toilet, but it was horrendous. When I got back, I did say there's not much toilet roll left, but no one really asked what was
Was
going
it
on.
that bad?
Yeah, well, I had like it was.
Oh. Was it a throwaway the boxers job?
No, I did carry on wearing them.
Just covered it?
Yeah. No, I cleaned it up a bit, but I was like, fuck it, I'm not taking them off.
Again,
It was
I'm
like
sure.
anyway, I won't go into it. I did put a picture in Snapchat to a few lucky people, so they might have seen it.
Fucking grim cunt.
I was so surprised, honestly. You know when you're going to shit yourself, you know it's coming, don't you?
Yeah.
That one, total stealth, like stealth.
poop.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
We've all done it. Yeah, I know exactly what the feeling is like. Fuck.
it was horrendous. Anyway, I made it back in time for Avril. Was I there? Yeah. Who was on before Avril? Can't remember. Oh, no. Anyway, I don't know. I made it in time. No one knew I shit myself until now, so don't tell anyone, people.
Oh,
20,000 people. now.
Lucy will find out when she does the washing.
and then that was
That was it.
That was it, wasn't it? Because there was nothing on after
No.
that. It was
There's
Scissor,
some- yeah.
and nobody wanted to watch that. Nobody.
Never even heard of her.
There is not one person I know that was like, "Oh yeah, I'm staying around for Scissor." Everyone was like, "Well, I'm fucking
yeah,
going
we're
home."
going, yeah.
That was that. And we fucking went back. And, we said
Big
goodbye.
old strip down job.
Said goodbye to Will. He went. You what? No, did we? No, you got already gone back early.
No,
and packed
you
up and-
stayed.
So I've been going 10 years now. We never leave on the Sunday. We always stay Sunday night and pack up Monday. But I'm getting old, and everyone I speak to goes home on a Sunday, and it just seems like the right thing, because actually, if you stick around Sunday night, you're not going to do anything you haven't done the last 4 nights, really.
No.
And it means on a Monday, you wake up there, can't be fucked to put the tent away, there's no music on, you linger around, all you got to do is pack up and walk up the hill to the car, but it's shit. And then when you do get back to the car, the world and his wife are queuing to leave. So Monday takes basically, although we live down the road, can still take a whole day to get home.
Yeah.
I said to you, I remember when we were at Corrupt FM on a Saturday, we were watching him, and I was thinking to myself, I've got a fucking busy week next week. Definitely going to go home Sunday, and then I can have Monday, and I can do lots of work Tuesday. And then I turn to you, and I go, Reg, when are you back to work? And you're like, oh, I don't know, fucking Tuesday. Why? I don't know. I was already in like,
Yeah.
you know, on a Sunday evening when you're like, right, the weekend's over. What's on next week? That kicked in like Saturday night for me. I was like, I've had my fun. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've done everything I want to do and been fucking tripping over the place and not remembering what the fuck's happening. Saturday wasn't too bad. By Sunday, I was done. So we packed the tent away late morning
Yeah.
after Cassette Boy before Paloma. So then
was Cassette Boy good? I didn't get down to see it.
he was good. It was the same stuff he always does, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's fun. We watch him every year. Yeah, it was good. So yeah, after Two Door Cinema Club, we went home after that. I met a few people that came in on the Sunday, mates of mine, who hadn't been in for the whole thing, come in Sunday.
And they were like, we're going to fucking
By the time
send it.
we found, or one of them, by the time he found us, he was absolutely out of his tree, loving life, convinced I was going to stay with him all night. And I was like, you're 4 days too late.
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry to do this to you.
you could have been here Thursday, bruv.
Yeah, because I've had Sundays. I've had Sundays before where I've been in on my own, and like 11, 12 o'clock, I'm phoning people going, come on, I'm here, Lucy's gone home, let's fucking go. And they're all like, I'm at home, I'm on the way home. So I know how it feels, but also it's so much better to go home on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as I always think that 'cause, like, there were some years we'd like leave Butlins on a Monday and they would call it like Survivor Sunday. Everyone would stay on a Sunday night, but realistically on a Sunday night, it's dead. Everyone's like really dragging their ass to push on through, and I'd rather leave on a high. Because that feeling on a Monday of leaving Butlins is just dire. Everyone's gross. It's shit. Nothing's open. Everyone's trying to get out at the same time. The queue to get out is huge.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I'd love to stay. I'd love to stay till 3 a.m. and get real fucking weird. But I was like, fuck all I want to do. I'm toast. It'd be so much nicer to get the whole van packed up and just drive out with
Sleep in
no
your
fucking
own beds.
And that's the thing. We're literally down the road, so it's like we could just. And I was like, obviously I was trying to keep it on a level on Sunday and not drink because we had to drive out. So I was just like, oh, this is fucking. I can't stay until 3 a.m. getting battered because I'll still be leaving it Monday morning because I can't get that fucked. So yeah, I think it was definitely the right decision.
Yeah.
If there was an absolute screamer of a set on Sunday night, yeah, I'd fucking stay. No worries. But there wasn't. It was Scissor, and we watched it from our sofa, and she was wank. So it was. I mean, I don't know whether, to be honest, I don't know whether it was good or not. It wasn't my music. I didn't know a damn song, and I didn't think she was all that good. But
I never even fucking heard of her.
no, nobody had. Everyone I spoke to was like, "Is SZA?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I said.
SZA, and even it was like on BBC. It was like pronounced scissor. It literally said at the bottom. I was like,
You know
"Oh,
that's
that's
bad.
sad, isn't it? Fuck me." It was like INXS pronounced in excess. Yeah. So
I think so I've been going since 2008, I want to say.
everyone says that's the smallest
Crowd.
audience they've seen on
Yeah.
Pyramid for 20 years.
But I have probably stayed a Sunday night once.
Really? Yeah, no, I've always been out on a Sunday.
I've never been out Sunday. I've been going 10, 12
Really?
years, I think. Yeah.
Always in till the Monday.
But there's been a few Mondays where I've woken up in the tent and gone,
Why
Fuck.
didn't I
Should have gone
fucking-
home.
there's no one. Yeah, and also you unzip your tent, look around, everyone's gone.
I think
Yeah,
to be
There's
fair,
no one there.
the move to make would just be, if you really wanted to, do what we did or do what you did, drive the fucking vans home or take the tent home
Yeah.
and then come back in, get the bus back
Yeah.
in, get someone to drop you in, because you can still get back in on a Sunday. If it's something really that good, because then when the shit's over, you just get to go home.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's if you're fortunate enough to live local like we do.
Mate, I was home by about 9:45 and the kebab man was knocking at the door.
You fucking scumbag.
I wanted a kebab, all right?
I can't remember what I ate on Sunday night. I can't remember. Don't know. But I thought we'd just quickly, before we finish off, I know we're over 2 hours now, but I thought we'd give it the Reg, Will and Marlon's do's and don'ts of Glastonbury. I'm not going to do a whole festival guide because we did that last year, but the do's and don'ts. What are the things that you've learned this festival or or any festival, any year you've been, but what have you learned to do and not to do at Glastonbury?
Always carry emergency toilet paper.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You are never, ever, ever going to go into a toilet and find toilet paper.
No.
Ever.
Actually, wet wipes are the win.
Yeah.
That Thursday,
Beth had the Andrex.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
Andrex one.
Dole come running after me when I went to go to the toilet. She said, "Use these," and honestly, she was like an angel giving me life.
On that
I was
same,
like, "What wet wipes?"
On that
Brilliant.
same vibe, right? This is going to sound fucking wild, but it's out there and it's right. Shave your ass before Glastonbury. Shave your ass. You will minimize your wiping by 90% if you shave your ass before. And
Is that statistically proven?
Bruh, have you ever shaved your ass and then wipe? It's like one and done no matter what the fuck you're doing. All that shit will get caught up in the hair and you're just not, ain't got that swamp ass all week.
Dingleberries.
Shave your fucking ass before a Glastonbury. It changes your life.
Does it not chafe when it grows back though?
I'd say if you
That's my concern. I've got a hairy
if
bumhole
you
too.
did it 2 weeks, a week before, I reckon you'd be out of the itchy phase and then back into the sort of stubbly shit that me and you and Marlon have got going on our face. That sort of length.
Okay.
But it doesn't turn into that fucking horrendous, dense,
Yeah, I didn't.
What
think
have you got? A fucking forest down there?
Yeah, man. I'm a hairy
Yeah, I'm a
beast.
hairy fucker too.
Can't grow a fucking beard, but you should see my back pussy.
So that's a do then, is it?
Shave your
bumhole.
ass. Shave your ass, man.
Shave your bumhole.
Shave your ass. And also your farts go up an octave, and that's fucking great.
But if you were to shit yourself, it would run out quicker.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So-
But, you know, pros and cons, I think I'd rather just spend less time in those fucking long drops.
That's it. Compostable toilets.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them, but the queue is always horrendous. And you
Because they're
sometimes
so good.
you look at the queue and think, I'm not queuing up 45 minutes to do that when I could go somewhere else and
And
do
no,
it.
I don't mind. The long drops don't offend me at all. As long as you've got enough toilet paper to wipe the seat down, I'm good. I don't give a fuck.
You're right.
I'm grim anyway, so I don't give a fuck.
The only
I deal with
difference-
shit all day.
I don't think
care.
I even shat in the festival this year.
No, I
What?
didn't. Not
Oh,
once.
'cause you were outside,
Yeah,
sorry.
I didn't shit in the festival once. Not once.
The only thing with the long drops is the door is quite close. Because and you'll get this, because I'm quite tall. When I bend over to do my little wipey,
you've really got
doors in the fucking way.
head's
so
like
then you bounce
rubbing
back
on the-
and you hit the other bit and you nearly fall down the bloody toilet. So the compostables are more private,
And
roomy.
you could lose your pit vipers down the long
Down the
drops.
toilet,
like
yeah.
I did last year
Yeah.
at Spilton Party.
Oh dear. Yeah.
What else have I got? Oh, my game changer, which even Marlon was like, this was fucking unreal. Insulated backpack.
Yeah, that's pretty bougie.
It was 35 quid off Amazon. It wasn't cheap for I would say single use, but just for the one thing that I needed it for. Unbelievable. I kept my beers in the fridge all day. And admittedly, this is kind of like if you got a camper van, you can keep, as long as you can keep your beers cold, then it's good. But even then, like, at least you can keep them colder than what they would be ratting around.
But also, don't forget, Rich had his gas-powered fridge in his tent.
Yeah, that was
So
mental.
he was in a tent up the road from me, but he had a fridge powered by a little gas thing, which is pretty good.
That is insane.
I'd
But
be scared of the fucking flame
I
going
would,
out.
I would just, the flame going out or just catching fire. Basically, just fire.
I don't think he's too worried.
I don't think he wasn't worried for him or the children that were sleeping around him. The insulated backpack. I put beers. We leave the camp at sort of like anywhere between 12 and 2, and those fucking ciders were still cold at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, they weren't ice cold, but they were colder than a lot colder than room temperature. By that point, so that was a big one. And the insulated tumblers, we took our insulated tumblers out, kept every drink you had, no matter what temperature, it was still cold. Yeah, and that you can sink them so much faster because warm beers just suck. Warm beers just suck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes it's all you got.
Yeah, I know when you're fucking slumming it.
Good shoes. Good fucking shoes.
And lucky this year we could wear trainers pretty much for the whole thing.
Yeah.
When it is wet and you can't wear trainers, then you got to get decent wellies. You wore your wellies a bit, actually.
I wore my shoes for my trainers, my Air Max Air Forces even for 2 days. And then I wore my wellies for the rest of the festival. And the amount of jokes and funny little comments I had were like, oh, you've come prepared. You know it's not raining, mate. I'm like, I know that, not bad. But these are the most comfortable footwear I have because I spend my life in them and I've spent a lot of money on them. So they're like neoprene lined and I have big, thick neoprene insoles in them. And they were just bliss. And I don't sweat. My feet don't sweat that much. And even if they do, I've got a shower back at the fucking camp fan to sue me. Fuck off. And they were, good footwear. Good footwear. Either pick something that you know you can be in all day or pick something that you've already can break in within like a couple of
My
weeks.
sketches were a bit fucking weird. So I wore
You struggled with them this year.
the same pair that I did last year, but after Glastonbury last year, I put them away. First day, my feet were fucking hanging. I had a blister on my left foot. After that, they kind of got used to them again, even though I've been wearing them at work for the last 3-4 weeks. That was a bit of a strange one. So I think buy new trainers every year and wear them a month.
I know it sounds daft, wear thick socks as well. Because
Yes,
if you do it,
always wear
you're
thick
walking we walk 8 miles a day, something like that.
Yeah, I was fucked. My legs were knackered. The other thing is do it while you're young.
Yeah,
Because I am getting old and my
legs
physically
were wanked by
fucked.
Sunday.
This is the first year I've come out and been physically achy and fucked. Whereas previous years, my brain's just been microwaved and smushed. But this year, my body is as well.
I know I preach it all the time, but like buy orthotic insoles, even if you don't have bad feet, bad arches like I do. I have these orthotic insoles. They're like 16 quid from Amazon. And all they do is they support the ball of your foot and they support your arch of your foot. And it is like walking on a fucking cloud. So they are just an absolute game changer.
Explore. Don't get too pissed.
Yeah, I mean,
Do some exploring, have a
get
look around.
pissed, do what you want, but make sure you go see it all. I think I
Yeah.
saw I didn't see Arcadia, and that was the only thing I was a bit gutted I didn't see. But other than that, I think I saw nearly
else.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bother hiding your drugs because no one looks for them.
Yeah.
Just carry them, staple them to your
Just
forehead.
put them in your hat.
Yeah, just do them all as you're in the queue.
I can't think of what else.
Stay in a fucking camper van.
Food.
Stay in a camper.
Stay in a camper van. It was.
Don't eat vegan food. That's another one.
Yeah, oh yeah. Food wise, yeah. Right. That's another thing.
Lots of food available.
Right.
Oh, Reg's going to fucking bitch and moan about prices now.
No, I'm not. No, because
No?
that was the thing. The price of the drink I thought was very reasonable.
£6 a pint for brothers. That's not bad.
That was fucking. I mean, it's more expensive than a pub, but it's always gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. Because they've...
Also, it used to be 3 for a tenner back in my day.
Yeah, it did. I remember that.
But I didn't think that was unreasonable at all. I've been to a lot of pubs where it's been more than that, and this was a
Yeah.
festival, and they've got a captive audience, and I think they've done quite well there. The thing I would say, when it comes to food, right? I refuse to queue for shit beyond 3 deep.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting an hour for a Stonefire pizza. It's not happening. I'm not waiting 20 minutes for a fucking crumpet. It's not happening. If you want food, go somewhere where you can see that they have got a fucking production line going. Yeah. And this is going to sound sexist, but I'm going to fucking say it anyway, Marlon, and you know you're going to wince, right? Because most of these fucking food trucks are run by, 40-year-old new age fucking women who just dither about in there and they don't know what they're doing and nobody's got a specific fucking task. I just want a person on each station doing one part of the job.
Bosh.
Oh,
No, you're right.
The gas fire's gone
How
out.
long did Molly wait for a crumpet?
That and the fucking pizza.
Oh, the pizza was a...
I'm not being right. If it's run by women with dreadlocks, give up because it will take forever.
You'll fall asleep before it comes.
They are just dithering about like they've no clue, like it's some sort of PTA fucking fundraiser. I want efficiency. I want the duck truck. That was amazing. There was a man who was out of his fucking mind on Mandy. He was taking the orders. Yes, sexy lady, duck truck. Let's go, duck and chips. He was wild. And guess what? That duck and chips turned up in 3 minutes. Not even that. Like, less than a minute, I had a fucking box of duck and chips in my hand. And I was happy.
That's why I like a Cornish pasty, mate, because they're done. They're there.
there.
Literally,
Yeah.
what do you want? I want the biggest cunt you have. Bosh, scan it, bong.
The flaming cactus burritos are on it too.
Yeah.
And again, it's a production line. You start with one, and then you go to another one, and and it moves along like that.
That Greek Slovaki wrap with the tzatziki and chips.
Halloumi.
That wasn't cheap. It was 16 quid, but that was I was struggling to finish it, and that's a lot. Like if I'm paying 16 quid for something, I want it to be a fucking fill me up job. Like that burrito I had as well, amazing.
Bosh. Yeah, that was really good.
Go for quantity. I would say
something
over.
dense.
Something. I kept saying that, didn't I? Everyone take.
Oh, this burrito so dense.
Dense. I like value for money. I like a lot of food for the money. If I'm paying 16 quid, it wants to be a fucking lot.
The burrito was just short of a foot long, and it was.
You could have killed a man with the damn thing.
It was like a bag of flour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
7.5, 10 centimeters deep.
It was brilliant, and yeah, I just
Bit too much cabbage in it.
Just go.
So I left that bit.
I would say go for look for quantity over quality, because if you go for that, you can only be impressed.
Also, watch people when they buy and leave. You can see what they've got.
Yeah.
I bought a pulled pork burger for a tenner, and it was when the time I got it, it was a measly little brioche bun with loads of cabbage and vegetable shit shredded, and then a little bit of pulled pork that had been chucked on that was not nice.
It was
for a tenner. I nearly went back, but you just don't. What's the point?
All I'll say, meat and wheat. That's what you want. That is it. You just want meat and wheat, whether that's bread, whether that's some sort of like flat wrap, or even a burrito. Let's go for that. Don't fuck around with the pizza and the pasta sauce is stone baked in the fire.
20 minutes.
They take ages. They're always thin.
I was about to set up another tent.
I would just start my own little stove out the front. Could have bashed them out quicker than fucking Luigi and the dickheads behind. No, there wasn't a Luigi. Luigina and her fucking 4 idiots. That's the only thing that gets me wild is when I've paid a lot of money and they're taking the piss with the time, and then it comes out and it's wank, and I'm just like, fuck you.
But the pizza was good though.
I
must
hope
say.
you lose money on this £5 pitch, you fucking dickheads.
Oh, $5,000?
Or minimum, whatever it is.
That would be 30 grand now, I expect.
What, for a pizza pitch?
For a pitch inside the festival.
Blimey. And haven't you got to buy all your bread rolls off them and stuff?
Off
and your
Tonellas.
gas and all that shit?
Yeah,
So,
you were saying the gas has to come from...
I think so.
B&M.
I might be
Price.
wrong. I think it is coming for right price, but I might be wrong in that. But yeah, it's there was what other advice do I have? Get a camp van. Just get a camp van, don't camp. It's
Well, the thing with camper vans is you're quite far away, but you got the luxury.
it's not
Or
it's
if you,
not
it's
that
a
far away.
50
But what I mean
20
by
minute
far away
walk.
is from our tent, you can watch the pyramid stage.
Yeah,
from
that's
your
what Chief
tent.
was
that
saying.
is very true.
So if you're more likely to want to be in and amongst it and you don't want to walk too far, tent it near a stage because more than likely you can watch that stage from your tent. So
Yeah.
even if you're not that bothered to see whoever it is, you can still be sat there chatting to your mates, listening to it, every now and then watch it.
That's the only thing Beth said was she misses being right next to the pyramid and just
Yeah.
because I don't get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Just sat out there watching.
Watching whoever's
Yeah.
on.
but that
But
was the
she
one
didn't have cups of teas there, did she?
that was the one
No.
thing that didn't bother me in the slightest was the walk. It really didn't bother me. I just
No,
didn't.
it only
mind
bothered me on the Wednesday when I was going home.
going back. Yeah, and your I don't think we really shouted out your power bank enough, have we? Did we really?
No, Anchor.
The power
that
bank
thing is fucking solid.
the thing that Marlon's waited years to turn up.
Many
Whatever.
months.
It was unreal. We were boiling the kettle off this thing. We were
Numerous
running
times. Like the kettle 3 times in the morning. No
running
problem.
hair
Really?
straighteners off it, and if the sun was out, it would charge from 0 to 80% in an hour and a half, which is insane, and it can run up to 3,400 watts. I don't know anything I have in my house at 3,400
How big is it
watts.
then,
They run a
physically?
3-bar heater and a bit.
I know, it's probably...
Meter?
I don't really know what you compare it to. I know what you compare the fucking weight to.
it's very heavy. It's
But
very
even your power bank you had
very dense.
It's very dense, like a burrito. Your power bank, I charged my phone on that night. It went in on like 11%. And a couple hours later, it was on like 100%.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another Anchor
My
product.
power bank
yes.
I've got in my tent takes fucking days to do that.
Yeah,
Another thing.
Because it's from
Buy-
China and it's cheap.
Yeah,
Buy-
buy
if-
Anchor products.
If you're camping, buy 2 of the big sort of portable power banks. You know, the ones that are sort of the size of your phone?
Yeah,
Buy
yeah.
2 of those.
Yeah.
They will last you the festival.
Yeah.
Don't queue up for the Vodafone chill and
No.
charge bullshit. That is the biggest load
Yeah,
of fucking
that
shit
is
in the
a
world.
load of rubbish.
Yeah. I don't really know. I think like wander around as well. Just wander around. If you find a tent that you like the music of, just go in there.
Just go in it, have a look.
Did
Like
you do the Greenfield much?
I didn't
Wander around there, all the like you can like whittle a spoon and shit, and then they got like the stage powered by some hippie on a push bike by the side of it. When they pedal, it makes the lights go on.
I
Stuff
didn't
like
see
that.
that. No.
Yeah.
I missed that.
so. My power bank weighs 30 kilograms.
Hey, all of that. It's all of that.
It's half a meter, just over half a meter long
Right.
by
40 deep.
400 by
Fucking hell, I'm good. aren't I?
300.
That's,
So like
yeah,
she's
okay.
huge.
Yeah, yeah.
big.
But it, like I say, if you're camping with kettles and hair straighteners and football matches on TVs and
Can
stuff.
I really upset you now, Marlon? I was so impressed by yours. I was looking them up today because I was like, oh, do you know, I've got no need for them, but it's just so cool. It's just amazing. You can buy one with 400 watts of solar for 1,800 quid now delivered.
Well, mine was only 2 and a bit.
Oh, I want that. Oh, it's not come that. I thought it was like fucking.
No, because we bought it on Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Yeah, I think they should have been like 2.6, but I thought it was 2.1 maybe.
It's nuts. And this was the thing, right? When we after, because I know I banged on. I was going to take my coffee machine. Blah blah blah. And I was gonna, but then me and Marlon were like, oh, I don't know if that fucking power it. I don't know if that fucking power it.
And
And
your fucking van wouldn't have powered it because the 240 only usually works on hookup.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, I don't think I fucking run it. I won't bring it. Because I was going to. I really was. And then only afterwards, Marlon was like, it could have absolutely powered it over and over and over. And then
that's the biggest test I've ever put that through.
but
but now you know what it can do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's not sunny, nah.
Okay.
Nah, he'd have been fucking
It
dead.
was the perfect week for it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
suppose?
was.
Yeah.
But you could look judge the fucking weather by ice machine. Another thing we should have taken.
Oh, yeah.
And realistically, maybe a beer cooler. Maybe. I mean, they don't pull that much. If you think about it, if we did the maths, I reckon we could. If you got, does it only have 400 watts of solar? Is that all it can have?
No, I think you can put 800 on it.
So you could buy another 2 like solar
Where
panels.
the fuck am I going to put them?
On my one?
Yeah, but the fucking leads you'd have to have custom leads made.
Oh, we could do that. It's only fucking red and white in it, or red and black. It'd be alright.
Yeah, I have some funny connectors.
Bit of insulation tape, twist it all together like that.
Don't lick it.
Well, I think I mean I don't like to say too much, but I might have picked something out of maybe out of a skip that's in the back of the Land Rover right now, which might be a festival cooler. Just a little tiny one, just a little spare one for when we go away. Just a thought. Just a thought.
The thing is, that's running that. We'd have to do a test on it.
You
to
would have
run
to do. We have to do like a 4 or 3 day test to see what it would go up and down, up and down, up and down. But we're getting way off the.
Ice was a game changer though. When we saw you on the Sunday,
Well, ice in my thing. Yeah.
yeah, you gave me a sip of your cup, and as soon as that cold cider touched my lip, I brought back all the memories of when I used to live in the normal world where we have ice and
Yeah, well, I mean, my mum would have turned in
not
her grave
living in a fucking
because you don't put
tent.
You don't put ice in cider unless you're Irish. She always told me.
Oh, I didn't care. It was brilliant. It was amazing.
It was very weird to have a fully working fridge.
And have every day walk in with cold beers and still have cold beers all day.
My cans were hot, like they'd been in an oven for on like 100 degrees for 5 minutes.
Didn't I gave away a load of.
You gave me some cold ones on the Saturday.
That's
I think.
right. Yeah,
they were nice.
Curbs. So on the Saturday night, I ran out of beer.
Right.
And I knew Curbs was coming down, because he just dropped his missus or left his missus on shift or something. And I was like, mate, if you're coming down, can you bring me a couple of tinnies? And he handed me one, and I was like, it's so warm.
I don't want it.
So I think the general overview is get a camper van. It might not be cheap if you want to do it. If you got, it's all well and good.
It depends what you want to do. Like
if you've got one, if you've got a fucking van or something that's converted, just do it. Just fucking. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but if you've got the financial means to, well, actually, if you can just put back a bit every month and save up for it, just fucking do it. I mean, ours was fairly baller. You don't have to spend that money. Yeah. You could probably pick one up for 500-600 quid and it will do just the same thing as ours did, but just slightly smaller and with less wood and leather because I'm a dickhead.
The other thing is
the fucking white plush. What kind of noncy shit is that?
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, lots of white diamond stitch, wasn't there? And wood and lots of blue LEDs as well. I thought they died out in like fucking 2010.
They're the cheapest, see?
Yeah, they are. He's right.
The other thing is tickets. So going before you even get there to get tickets. Like you got to, for Glastonbury, you got to be registered and you got to be on it. There's a lot of people, like Dwayne O'Connor was on about getting tickets. He said, I'm registered, but I just haven't got one. Because people don't know when they go on release. It's not really advertised that much, is it?
You have to know.
So if you want to go, you've got to register with a photo of yourself and get like your actual registration.
That's got to be approved and you get a registration number.
So that takes time. And then you've got to be alert to see when the tickets go on sale. And go online at like 9 o'clock on a Sunday normally, isn't it? It's a really stupid time.
Well, I don't know. General release is kind of anywhere from Thursday to Sunday.
You've got to be so proactive. If you want to go and get a ticket, if you're not going to work there or get one off a mate, if you want to be just paying for one like we do, you got to be on it.
Absolutely. If you want to work next year, you need to be registering with like Oxfam, WaterAid, all that kind of thing.
But
now.
Even if you're on it getting tickets, you're not guaranteed one. It sells out so fucking quick, doesn't it? And I know people say, "Oh, you only get tickets because you're local," but local tickets sell out pretty quick.
Of course.
And actually, last year we got them on general release because we tried general release, happened to get through, and got them the same way that anyone in the UK
they're the same
or the
price
planet would
for
have done.
anyone else.
They are exactly the same price.
They just reserve a few more for us, don't they?
They just put
but
them
you
back.
got to be on it. If you're not organised, I wouldn't have gone as much if Lucy wasn't doing it because she does it all and she just says, "Oh, I got Glastonbury tickets this morning." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." I didn't
even know they were on.
No. So got to be prepared and on it.
But for my general overview, having talked a lot of shit.
Did you have a good time?
I had a fucking brilliant time. Good. I did for the amount of shit that I have taught for the last 4 years.
The great unwashed. I don't like live music. Fucking gay.
And I think I would have. I think if I would have camped, I probably would have still had that
the same opinion.
I just don't like it. I hate it. I lived. I think it's home because I lived in a caravan. I did because I lived in a caravan for 4 years.
Honestly, we didn't fucking know that, did we?
I want nice
phone, mate?
shit. I've worked fucking hard to get where I am, and so's my wife. And I like nice stuff, and I don't want to camp because I can afford stuff that's nicer. And it was a fucking brilliant festival. I just want to say a massive thank you to both of you guys for your immense amount of Glastonbury knowledge, because I'd have been wandering around like a dickhead. I know I have been like 3 or 4 times, but it's changed so much since I went last, and I'd have just been divvying about. And like when we want to get somewhere, I just look at either of you and you go, yeah, down here left, and if you want to avoid the crowds, because they'll all go that way, so we'll cut through the woods and we'll go through here and la 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 la, and hold on to this thing, and we'll
know where you're going.
Yeah. So you guys, a massive thank you to you two for your immense amount of Glasgow knowledge, which definitely helped us hugely throughout the whole festival. And thank you for a wonderful time as well, because we had a fucking grand old time. No. And thank you, and a massive shout out to everyone we saw and met down there. Big up to Catman mainly, because he was fucking just every now and again, just Catman, a wild Catman appears.
Get my Pokeball out.
See the fucking check shirt and the Pit Vipers, and he was there. So all in all, Glastonbury. 10 out of 10,
festival.
would recommend anyone if you
fantastic people.
If you fancy going next year, don't fucking camp near us because you're probably pricks. Either that or you'll think we're pricks. Yeah, so
come and rough it with me.
Yeah, come and rough it with Will. Shut up, Will. The amount of shit we spoke now, you'll be like, well,
can't make it.
Well,
I've got a camper van.
I've got a roof tent for the disco.
Oh, that's a good idea. A tent box.
You can have a tent box. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, we're just going to look on Marketplace when I get home.
Speak nicely to my sister. She's got one on the top of her landy. She might let you borrow. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. I think that'll about do, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A bit of a long episode, but I hope you've all enjoyed it. I hope you've all enjoyed the ups and downs and fucking the poo and the piss and the hate crimes and the piss.
Tick.
Yeah, everything that happened.
Yeah,
at
we had it all, really, didn't we?
We literally, they've done the triple. Yeah, right. So that is Glastonbury 2024 in 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm glad you all. I hope you all enjoyed it.
And Curbs, if you're listening, mate, we really miss you.
Yeah. Yeah, get camper, come up with the boys.
I did salsa this year because he was on about it last year. I went down to salsa tent, learned a bit of salsa.
Bambaleo!
Yeah, it was good fun.
Any hot Latinas in there?
Yeah, loads of them.
Oh, fuck off!
Next year, Reg.
Next year.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, that's the question, Reg. You gonna come back?
We were on about not. We sort of said that we weren't. That was it. We weren't gonna do it.
One and done.
And we still kind of weren't until I went to drop the camper back, and your man. He took one look at the camper and he did a check round with me, make sure I hadn't battered it. And he opened the door and he goes, fuck me, who done this? And I was like, oh. I was like, the wife gave it a whip round this morning. And he goes, do you want a job?
That's cleaner than it was when he took it.
And then he said, look, I don't offer this to everyone because what I do is I'll wait to see what the camper comes back like and make sure that, you've looked after it, and B, you've had a good time. He was like, but you've obviously taken great care of it and you've been good customers. He said, look, if you want to put down a deposit for next year, do it now. You do it now, do it in the next week, whatever. Drop me an email and I'll put you down for next year. And if you miss out on tickets, I'll give you the deposit back so you can have.
That's good.
So I was like, right, that's it.
We're going. We're having a deal.
I'm not fucking leaving. So yeah, that's it. So I thought, fuck it, we'll go do it again next year. We were gonna forego Glastonbury for other things, but fuck it.
But it's a fallow year the year after.
To be fair, the lineup was so fucking awful this year. It can't be any worse. And even if it is that bad, and we really decide against it,
so much else. The
we'll just lose our deposit.
Wank.
Yeah, the lineup was fucking awful. And we still had a great time.
Exactly.
Everyone that I did the same.
It is about the music, but it's not about the music at the same time.
Nah, it's about the people you go with and the experiences you have, and that sounds like the most fucking new world shit I've ever said. But
so Brothers Bar, Wednesday, Glastonbury Festival next year, Bosh. Let's fucking go.
We'll see you there. Right, thank you everyone for listening. I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been Will.
And that's the end.
Until
next week.
Yay!